cave, but we're still gonna beat shit up either way.
Hey.
It'll probably still be a cave.
Yeah.
Everything we do in our hearts is in a cave.
True. That's correct.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a heart in a cage.
There you go.
Heart in a cave.
Cave,
Ooh,
sir.
Cave. Damn, I sang it right instead of wrong. Anyway.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. How dare you not
I didn't
copyright?
unmute my microphone. Don't worry about it.
Wow.
Hi,
Don's the host.
I'm the host and I'm here.
Wait, does that mean that I got the first
I don't
vocal
know.
portion
I
of
have
this?
no idea.
I win, dude. I run the channel
Got
now.
it. Yeah.
that's how
Welcome back to Not Tom RPG.
I am not Tom.
Cool, I made it for the TPK session. Now, we already beat Ogre Mog. We're good. We're good.
We're on to the
Don't
next
worry
one.
about
I
it.
mean, that doesn't mean you won't
Nah,
TPK.
we're fine. We're fine.
I
It's
think
totally
our chances
okay.
are a bit better now.
Of TPK
No,
or of not?
surviving.
Oh.
Technically, we don't know which one of them might be the strongest.
That's
that
true.
is also a thing.
You guys don't know anything
forgot
about
to
how
make a
strong
stealth
I
roll.
am, though. Like,
True.
just be ready for a sneak attack because you could be dead.
Like,
True.
uh,
There should be one for each seat.
So that
The one
note that
over
I
there
gave you at the end of the
disappeared.
session where I said that I murder everyone, I succeeded, right? And this
Oh,
campaign's
no,
over?
not even a little bit.
Oh,
Raz's
man.
wolves ate you in one turn.
Shit,
it was
they were
not
asleep.
even fair.
How'd they know this?
Yeah.
I
I know.
I've never had cherry.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What do you mean you're a cherry vanilla?
Like his diet. I've never seen.
oh, diet. Ooh, very
Yeah,
interesting.
it's Coca-Cola, zero sugar. Cherry
Hashtag
vanilla.
sponsor us Coca-Cola.
Hashtag ketogenic diet.
Keto approved.
Well, I'm off keto for a week because of Paul's wedding.
Ooh, you want some
Oh.
popcorn?
Oh, you had Taco Bell, pizza.
Feel great?
Are you
No, I feel terrible.
are you dying
I
right
have like
now?
a migraine and imploded, but it's okay. I just wiped it.
I'll be fine. It's
Uh-huh.
all
I'll be fine in a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Chat, also, just want to point out, there is now a donation goal down and to the left. We don't normally like to put stuff on the screen. I don't generally share finances with you guys or like to talk about it because we don't do this for money. This is just for fun because we love doing it. But we are starting 2 new homebrew campaigns this summer. And that comes with an expense because we have to get logos done and costumes for everybody and intro video stuff. So it is expensive.
Trailer Chan.
Trailer stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. So please don't feel pressured to contribute, but if you do, that is what it's going towards. And we appreciate you guys. Just being here and watching is enough for us. But if you do have some change in your coffers and you feel obligated to help us out, that
Toss
would
a
be
coin.
toss a coin to your Twitchers.
Twitchers.
To your Twitchers.
Toss some bits to your Twitchers.
That's right. We really appreciate it. So thank you guys. And that was all I will speak on that matter. Now we're going to have some fun. But anyway, I'm Don, and I play White Claw, the Tabaxi monk in this one. Shadow monk, specifically.
I'm Sarah, and I play Zafira, the Air Ganassi Tempest Cleric.
And I'm John, and I play Raz.
I'm Mike. I play Fizzlewick Glimmereye, the Gnome Artificer.
I'm Tom and I play Psy. And that's Psy. That's about it.
How's that pronounced? Thank you very much. Thank you.
So it's not so much a sigh as it is just like fed up with the bullshit you've been
Exasperation.
listening to for a while.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, so it's like
It's like that one emoji.
yeah, with the nose exhale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eyes rolling back. I got you. I got you.
So we should
Yeah.
just replace your name with just that.
Exactly. If you do that, I'm going to assume you're speaking to me.
Yeah.
Especially if we're already in conversation. Perfect.
Oh, this make my glasses worse. I'm gonna go clean these off.
There's
Have a good time. Enjoy the recap.
There's spray on the table upstairs.
And I'm DJ. I play DM.
Spray, yeah.
Boo.
Yeah, no. So, after entering the cave on the plane of elemental earth, you saw a shadowy humanoid figure hunched over a very small campfire. After you walked in, the figure turned around to meet you, and that is when you met Sai, your Kenku rogue friend over here. After meeting him, you asked him what he was doing there. He relayed his orders from Thurl in Thurl's voice, telling you that he was told to come to the Black Geode and proceed as deep into the cavern as he could. Finding the monolith, he wasn't quite sure what it was and touched it, and that's how he ended up in the elemental earth. So you met him right before your fight with Ogremock. As you entered the portal to this plane, you saw his hulking mass just out in the distance a ways. So you went to this cave to take a long rest, met Sai, took your long rest, and the next day began to make your journey back toward Ogreymok. As you approached closer, you developed a plan, a battle plan for attack. As you approached the 120-foot mark, White Claw granted you all stronger stealth abilities. You got past without a trace, and you were able to just sneak your way up closer and closer until you were, I think, we did 60 feet. And it was then that you and White Claw.
He gave me fly.
Yep.
You flew up. Fuck yeah.
And then White Claw Shadow stepped onto Ogreymok and stabbed in with his spear.
I did stab him in the foot. At some
Ogreymok?
point. Yeah, at some point.
You shot him a bunch.
Oh, that's right. I shot him in the foot.
Yeah, sure, you shot him in the foot. So White Claw teleported onto the massive Ogreymok, stabbing his spear in, and did a significant amount of damage with one stab. A chunk of Ogreymok breaking and falling away from his body. Following that, it was then Zafira, Fizzlewick, and Sai who stayed back further in this canyon and took cover behind rocks in between taking shots at Ogreymok. Zafira summoned her spiritual weapon in the shape of a giant cat head.
I have the visual for that, by the way, that I was thinking.
I love it.
If you've ever watched Adventure Time,
Uh-huh.
the party god is the wolf head, floating wolf head with the hat. That, but like without a hat and a cat. Instead of a wolf.
It's like that, except in every way.
It's like the disembodied.
Yeah.
Disembodied head. Yeah, I love it. I pictured it as the floating head demon from Doom, which makes it a lot more scary.
Is my mic on now? Can you check? Because I definitely hit the button, but light was not on.
Yeah.
It's.
You know,
Did anyone hear that I just said? I don't. Mic might have been off.
Are you just upset that they didn't laugh? Or
No, I hit the button.
Right.
I said the thing. I looked over. The light was not on.
That
so
one
I don't know if any of
sometimes-
it got
I've
heard.
noticed if you hit them a little too quickly, they don't register. You have to kind of give it a second.
Alright.
Damn.
Sorry, I gotta come back.
Party God from Adventure Time.
So, it was then that Sai snuck a little bit closer, being the stealthiest member of your party, took cover behind a rock and took a shot. It was then Raz summoned, 16 wolves?
Uh-huh.
Yep. 16 wolves.
Not
at,
enough.
at Ogreymok's feet. As they began to circle Ogreymok's feet, biting and clawing chunks of stone away from his legs, Fizzlewick fired 2 bolts at Ogreymok, created a crack in his chest, which started to spread out a little bit further. This battle continued on with Raz hitting several magic missiles into the Ogreymok and then several more wolf bites. Unfortunately, Ogreymok did throw a boulder toward Sai, hitting him squarely. Luckily, he was granted Death Ward by Zafira, which protected him from actually dying. Following that, you guys killed him pretty quickly, actually. It didn't take as long as I expected it to.
5 rounds.
Yeah, which was, if I remember right, was
Right on point for what
Yeah.
I said we had to do.
That was.
I gave it 5 rounds and we're going to start fucking death spiraling, and we caught it right at the... Because you had the killing blow, right? With the chain lightning? Yeah.
Yep, with the lightning strike. And Ogreymok cleaved in 2, fell apart. You all took some time collecting items from inside of Ogreymok that he had amassed and just, think like fossils. He just had them in there. After that, both pieces of Ogreymok began to sink into the ground. Raz stepped over a little bit and looked down and stared into the abyss, seeing that there was no end. Dropped a magic stone just to be safe, and sure enough, there was no end to the hole here. So the ground started to fall away, and everyone rushed back to the portal before they would fall down into the abyss. Luckily, you were able to step through. As you got to the other side of the portal, Fizzlewick felt Iron Fang swinging itself almost toward the monolith. And after hitting the monolith with Iron Fang, it slowed to a stop before crumbling and imploding on itself, sending shards of rock and crystal flying out everywhere. Luckily, not enough to damage anybody, but, it was really pretty. After that, you then rushed. You felt the cavern around you in the black geode begin to crumble and shake. And sensing that the cavern was coming down around you, you quickly ran from there as well. You made it back into the Fane of the Eye where you had initially met the hill giants and rested there for the night before proceeding deeper the next day. As you continued deeper, you came upon a room filled with fungus and fungi. Raz was able to identify some of them as being dangerous, others just being mushrooms.
Sorry, that was so fucking silly.
You mean terrifying?
It was a good time.
I think terrifying is the word you were
it was a
looking
good time. I
for.
was just trying to feed my good friends.
You know what?
Yeah,
It's
they look
subjective,
hungry.
isn't it?
Yeah.
They had a hard battle. They
Yeah,
worked up a
needed
hunger.
some delicious mushrooms.
Some purple fungi.
And people say that you're a fun guy, you know?
Thank
so
you.
you're the right person to gather mushrooms.
He's the life of the party. Following that, you proceeded down to the southeast, where you saw a long running body of water going from north to south against the eastern wall. As you approached closer is when you found you saw two figures beginning to rise from the surface of the water. That's where we left off last week, so that's where we're going to pick up today.
Very good.
So, you watch as these two figures rise slowly out of the water. You're roughly 20, 30 feet away right now. You see them rise out, and from this distance, you see they look serpentine.
Okay.
As you approach closer, and you are able to identify them as, like, they look like water snakes.
Okay.
They literally are, like, think of, like, a really mean eel,
Okay.
but made out of water.
Very good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really angry eel.
Yeah, they look like this. We can do this.
Hungry.
In water?
They look like that.
Hungry eels.
They're pretty.
So,
You said they were pretty last week.
Probably.
I think so.
Because they're.
You showed us
That sounds
before.
about
We're
right.
really
Yeah.
picking up where we left off. Ooh, pretty. A week later. Ooh, pretty. Very good.
Might as well in character.
Yeah.
Ooh, pretty.
oh, pretty.
I would like to repeat her.
What?
In her voice.
You need me to do it.
I did.
Ooh, pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Killing it.
Quit to the roleplay.
Yeah.
Snakes in the water.
Oh, all right.
I think Zephyr wants to be their friend.
I don't know about that, but
You could try talking to them.
Is there more of the recap? Is that what your face
Oh,
was?
no. The recap's done. Yeah, we're picking up. You're good.
Sorry, I thought you were just like, oh, we're just gonna wait for me to do this.
You're fine.
And they eat you.
So
I
I'll say
forgot to
while you
draw.
had this conversation, you kind of stopped and stood still for a moment, and they stayed where they were. They're just kind of staying in the water, just looking at you right now.
Sure, Cat. See if they speak your language.
Hi. Do you speak Common
is that the only language you.
and Dwarvish?
Why do you know. What?
I don't speak a lot of languages. I can't
Dwarvish?
fucking read.
I'll say after hearing your voice, they begin to descend back down into the
Oh,
water.
no, come back.
Goodbye, friends.
They don't speak Orin, do they? They don't speak Orin, do they?
Orin?
No, that's bird people.
I know.
think, right?
Yeah.
That was the joke.
Yeah.
They speak Aquan, so I heard
Oh, close.
Aquan,
My
and I was
bad.
like,
Yeah,
I
so
saw
they were
those.
close.
Wait, if there's no more Terran, I can't do the thing with the dice anymore.
Rip,
Yeah.
Are you? Oh, you're an
Grumble,
arrogant
grumble,
Aussie,
grumble.
never mind.
Can we get a
I'm
grumble,
sorry,
grumble
you
in the chat, please? Thank you.
grumble,
Grumble,
grumble.
grumble, grumble,
Thank you.
grumble.
Oh, I want to try something actually.
What?
Hookah bowl. Ukubo. I told it to replace.
Yeah.
Nope. It says
Yeah,
Okubo.
it says it's close.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kubo.
No,
You
okay.
Kubo.
Ukubo.
Yeah, it's...
I wonder if it's picking up
Dukubo.
Yukubo.
Yukubo.
You can go do Kubo.
Ukubo.
Yakuza. Oh no.
Oh well.
Ukubo.
That's close enough.
Onomatopoeia.
That's pretty
Oh, it got that one.
I mean, that's a real
That's
word.
a hard
so-
one to break up into other
What about
words.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
Whoa.
It knows that one too.
Impressive. All right. So yeah,
I'll
you're
walk up to the water.
Same.
as you,
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Correct.
yeah, as you
that's a
begin
verb.
to approach more closely to the water, you
Adverb.
see another figure rise from the surface.
Okay.
You're not there yet, so
Yeah.
you're still fair distance away when you see it begin to rise.
Would you say maybe within 30 feet?
Definitely within 30 feet.
Is there by chance a 5-foot unoccupied space of water cube? Cubic water? Like, you know, in this thing?
Uh-huh.
Cool. Shape water.
Would you like to hear what's coming out first or no?
I kind of just want to change its color.
Oh, the water? Okay.
Yeah, I want to make it like a bright neon pink.
Okay. You can make the water a nice bright neon pink.
There you go.
Pink.
Pretty, right? Now monsters.
Pretty monsters.
So,
Yeah.
from the surface of the water, you see slowly ascend one eye on, it looks like fish-type skin. It's, you know how amphibians can breathe through their skin? You know how that
Yeah.
skin has that appearance? That's the texture of this thing's
That
skin.
like slick.
Yeah.
You see one eye on a ridge begin to rise from the water, and then slowly another eye rises from the ridge, and then a third, and then you see an open gaping maw rise from the water.
I imagine my
I was
temp-
gonna ask if I could shoot it with an arrow in the eye.
So now here's the thing: is if I show it to you, you're gonna know what it is.
I was
So
gonna
I'm gonna do it.
I was gonna say
Okay.
my temperature sense is probably going fucking wild right now. Oh boy, great, great.
An Aarakocra.
It is an Aarakocra.
That's a weird bird.
I'm sorry, no, I
Nice
genuinely
bird.
couldn't see what it is because I don't have glasses. Oh no.
He's got the 2 legs, the long legs,
Fantastic.
And bird wings.
bird wings.
So
And
yeah,
a beak.
you're within, I'll say like 30 to
Yeah.
20 feet,
Yep.
somewhere in there.
Cool. So I see a horde of eyes come out, and I get scared because I lived in areas that had these kinds of things based on what race I am. So I'm going to immediately look back at my friends and say, "We gotta eat that," and I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat some arrows right at this John's eyes.
You said eat, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make
When
sure.
it's dead.
I said yeet.
I know you said
Okay.
eat. I wanted to make sure you didn't.
When
also-
it's dead.
not before.
Not before.
What is it? Wait, hold on, time out. Is there a penalty if we eat it before it's?
It doesn't
like-
taste as good.
Oh,
I can't wait to get real close to this thing.
Right?
Melee!
Oh,
Not
damn.
having
30 feet
ranged
away.
weapons.
Thank God.
How do
this
you
is-
feel about water?
You're a cat,
what kind
right?
of cat are you?
I can move through water.
He is not a
uninhibited.
water cat because those don't exist.
Because I'm a tabaxi, I get to move through water uninhibited. So it's
The seal is the dog of the water. What is the cat of the
It's
water?
a cat. There's cats that just live on boats and like water.
I don't know enough about cats to argue with you, but I disagree
So what?
uneducatedly.
So Maine
That's it.
Coons, the kind of cat that fish was. Tear.
Rip.
F's in the chat for fish. Thanks.
No, it's in the chat for Nikolai
It
though.
spells-
Don't
They
worry,
were
he's
No, I don't
fine.
care about him.
I definitely didn't delete him from my D&D Beyond today. It definitely wasn't
I ate his heart.
detrimental to my well-being. I definitely didn't have a bad day because of it.
But yeah,
need
Maine
to-
Coons were bred to live on ships and catch rats on ships to
Hell yeah.
avoid them eating the stocks and spreading disease. And they
I'm
are
also
usually
concerned about how rats get on the boat, how rats get on boats in the middle of the ocean. I don't have time for this.
I gotta look up the crocodile stat block.
So,
Oh, do you want my cards?
Oh yeah, if you don't mind, actually, please, yes, thank you.
Can I
as
ride
you-
the crocodiles?
I'll say right before you conjure your
Yeah.
animals, but after you see it rise from the surface of the water, and you turn around and say to everyone like, "Hey, we gotta go," or "We gotta
Not-
eat that."
not
we-
eat. Not-
yeah,
yeah,
I'm sorry, I
but-
said that
we're-
backwards. We gotta eat it, not we gotta go.
Yeah.
It hears you say, "We gotta eat it," and you hear only you in your mind. You hear, "Come find me."
And it stays on the
Stays right
ascending
there.
from the water.
It is now, I'll say, only its head is outside of the water right now. It's sitting 4 or 5 feet above the surface of the water.
Okay.
The rest of it is obscured from underneath. And as you look at the water around it, you see it has this slick, black, oily residue sitting on top of it, spread throughout.
Disgusting.
Like that stuff from Fern Gully.
I've never seen Fern Gully.
Never seen. It's a weird movie, but it's pretty good.
Sorry, bud.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I kind of
pretty
want to
good.
step on the crocodiles. So I don't have to.
So we roll an initiative because I want to shoot my arrows at this John.
Yeah, I'm ready to.
I said that before he even wanted to do this stuff. I said I want to shoot my arrows at him.
We can roll initiative, yeah.
Yeah, I want to do it.
Alright, go ahead and roll initiative. Let's do it then.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
It's an 11. And it was technically a 3, but I get +8 to my initiative.
Bam. 24.
Yeah.
Or 25.
It was a perfect time for me to use the bathroom.
Yep.
I'll be back in 2 hours.
Have I ever seen a
Tom, what'd you get?
An 11.
Okay.
a plesiosaurus?
Don't think so.
Probably not.
One before?
Are you sure?
So I got a 4, but it wasn't that one.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't affect initiative.
Sure.
Just get that out of the way
Raz?
now.
Yeah, I'm a 25.
Okay. Zafira.
22. I mean, it's not 20, but it's
That's
22.
fucking terrifying.
And Don.
19.
19. Okay. Cool. So then it, as always, will be Raz leading us off.
Uh-huh. Really wanted to summon some killer whales, but they're CR3s.
Can you imagine if just we're standing here and there's a small lake and just 16 fucking whales appear?
I mean, yeah, dude. I wouldn't put it past me.
I wouldn't either.
All right, so we are in a cave. Are there many rocks around? Like, because if so, I would instead make many apes.
I'll say the easternmost wall where the water is sitting, it is sitting against the easternmost wall.
Okay.
There's no rocks on your side of it.
Okay.
However, it is a cave wall. So on the other side, there's lots of craggy places.
And how
to reach.
far away is the creature from that wall?
It's halfway between you and that wall, which is 10 feet, so 5 feet back from the surface of the water.
Oh, right. That's good. I'll use my action and cast Conjure Animals at a 5th level and make 16 apes. And I'm gonna pull that card out. I have to throw a lot of rocks at this thing. What is their fucking dex? My apes are an 11. So, that's my action. I'll use my bonus action because this thing's fucking scary to me. I'll use my bonus action to create a spiritual totem. Fuck. I'll create a bear spirit as well to catch all of us. So the apes are 10 feet away from me.
They're on the other side of the water, so yeah, they'd be 10 feet away, yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. I can catch my apes. Apes can also gain temporary hit points, and they're strength-based things. I'm gonna make a bear spirit.
This is...
It's fine, DJ. It's really not, though. Yeah, so we all gain 13 temporary hit points, including all 16 of my apes.
Okay.
And that's my action and bonus action, and then I'm just gonna... I will step towards the water, so this way I will be 5 feet away from it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fucking welcome.
As you begin stepping toward the water, you watch the two water serpents that you saw previously descend rise from the surface of the water as you begin to walk.
Awesome.
Walk toward it.
And then I'm good.
Cool. So then we go to Zafira.
Get him. Kiss him.
Does that work?
Kissing an aboleth? Depends on what you want the outcome to be.
Not great.
I just asked if it worked.
For what? You know.
That's it. That's the end of the question.
If you wanted to suck their memories,
There is no second part. Does it work?
you can sure try.
That's the answer, DJ. That's the DM's answer.
Thank God for 16 apes.
So,
Can I swim?
question
Oh boy.
this campaign, because I don't know if we've discussed it. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
CMS, thank you very
Thanks.
much for the 3,045 bits.
Gosh.
CMS. Wow.
That bar should update.
you.
It'll probably take a minute or so because it is using Streamlabs. Eye of the Night is correct. So that should update. But thank you very much, CMS. I really appreciate it.
We look forward to playing Candyland in your honor.
Yes. True. We got it. I have it. I'm going to get it and put it
Isn't
right
that
here.
in our
Everyone
Grande
hears
song?
Candyland and goes,
The greatest game ever!
I would genuinely enjoy some Candyland in my life.
I want some candy.
It's a game that I'm a big fan of. Also Candy. Big fan of that as well.
All right, so...
What you got?
So, how are we doing for spellcasters? Bonus action, economy. Are we doing? Because
What do you mean?
I don't think it's come up
So-
yet in this campaign. Technically, according to book rules, if you're gonna cast an action and a bonus action on your turn
Right.
as spells, one of them needs to be a cantrip.
Okay.
We have been playing it spells up to 3rd level, like up to and including 3rd level.
Right.
If you cast as action, you can still cast a spell of lower level as a bonus
Yeah,
action.
that's fine.
It's just something where it's so punishing to casters like clerics and other
Right.
things that rely on, like, even just bonus action healing. Because technically, if you healing word as your bonus action, you can only cantrip as an action, and like that's very punishing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, see, third
Okay.
level below. Yep.
All right. So then, for my action, I am going to cast Guiding Bolt on
Okay.
this thing.
At the four-eyed dude.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Finally. My
Very
goodness.
good.
I think that's the first time I'm actually hitting with this spell. Oh, I need more dice.
What was your initiative, Mike?
Yo, dude. I was down there with you. I was an 11, but technically I should have been a 3. If I didn't have a +8.
I was hoping you could fairy fire him. Fuck.
All right, so it's going to take
I'm already worried about what I should shoot.
16 points of radiant damage.
16.
big one.
Okay.
Yep. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Sanctuary on Raz.
Okay. As your guiding bolt collides into the figure of the four-eyed aboleth that you can see in the water, you watch as the figure just fades away.
The whole aboleth?
The whole aboleth, yeah.
Very good.
Now when you say it fades away, no one has anything that would be stuck in it, right? No.
Mm-hmm.
Like if there was an arrow stuck in it.
Oh.
I'd be curious, but no one has anything stuck in it, so we don't know.
I'll
if it's
say,
just-
like, right as the guiding bolt hits its figure, you watch it just dissipate to nothing.
Yeah, it was
So-
an illusion.
So you're telling me that I finally hit a guiding bolt, and I don't hit a guiding bolt?
Well,
I've used this spell like 4 or 5 times already
Yeah.
since I
I've
got
never
it
hit
last
ever.
week,
I've literally never hit with the spell.
2 weeks ago, and it's never
I'm
worked.
convinced it's cursed. I'm actually convinced that the spell is cursed.
So are there still 2 water serpents?
yes, those are still there.
Okay, it's my turn.
That was your action, right?
And her bonus
My
action.
bonus action, I cast Sanctuary.
Sanctuary, that's correct, yep, okay. So then after that, it'll be done.
Okay. I'm going to...
The 2 water serpent things are still there.
Yes. So it's the water serpent, and then... Is the aboleth dead?
It's
It
gone.
was an illusion.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was
I
never
was
there
out of
in
the
the
room at
first
that point.
place.
Correct, yes.
Okay, great. I'm going to
Which we should have.
Frogger across these alligators over to this
Apes.
thing.
He summoned apes and
Apes.
stuff. Yeah.
Can't frog.
Can't Frogger across apes.
You could.
I could, they would drown.
You can
but,
certainly try.
no, I'm gonna shadow step in the air above the water serpent, so I can just stab it on the way down.
Stab, stab, stab. All right.
So I'm gonna attack with my spear two-handed.
Okay.
That is a 19 plus 9, so I would hope that hits.
Oh, yeah, that definitely.
So let me roll my damage.
Real quick, I can't find a legitimate answer as to whether or not conjured animals need to breathe, but they are fey spiritual things.
If they're spiritual, I'll say they don't need
I would
to
think
breathe.
no.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, I'd say they don't need to
Good.
breathe.
So my apes can swim and hold their breath eternally.
That's great.
Just gonna drown. Oh, that's so good. You can drown anything. Oh my god.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's
Imagine just 16 apes drowning.
Just
No,
grabbing
A
you
water
and
serpent?
dragging you
They're
down.
conjured fey creatures.
Correct. Do they want to? Yes. Will I tell them to? Absolutely.
I just
I feel like
just
they
the
would have to
image of
breathe,
16 apes running at you.
They're not fey creatures. They resemble fey spirits.
So if
Yeah.
the thing was an illusion, wouldn't there have to be something within range so I'd be able to cast that illusion?
So they're not pulled
Not
from.
necessarily.
What? What? What?
Anyway, I did 13 points of damage on the first
Oh,
attack.
sorry.
Yeah, Fey spirits that take the form of beasts.
I'm going to Fury of Blows with a key point.
Okay.
I'm going to punch it again.
Punch him again.
You can drown anything.
Punch that water.
That's a good quote.
How many extra attacks do I have?
My favorite is quote 420, which is Smockwood.
There you go.
That's a good one.
Attacks per action 2. Okay. So I'll use my... Hold on, I just need to double check something. Oh, no, I can't Fury of Blows because I used my bonus action to Shadow.
Oh, right, yeah.
But I will use my second attack
Okay.
and stab it again. That's a 21.
21 definitely hits.
Excellent. Congratulations,
Yeah,
Gally.
for real, Gally.
Enjoy years of crippling debt.
Good. Congratulations. I don't have chat up, so I didn't see it, but congratulations.
Mortgage, pre-approved.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. That's awesome.
And 7 points for the second attack.
7 for the second. Okay.
Yes. And now I'm falling into the water, I guess. So here I go.
If they try to attack you, it's a wisdom 16.
And then you're going in the
see
water,
if
you
they-
said?
Yeah, I have to. I mean, I'm falling, so...
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're going to fall
I'm
in the
gonna
water.
fall into the water, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So
Alright.
I'm in,
All right.
swimming around.
You're in the water swimming around.
I hate this.
Are you in the water swimming around?
I am.
Do you like it?
I don't.
Oh,
I hate it, in fact.
fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So then with that, it's going to be... the aboleth is gone, so it's not going to be him. It'll either be you or the apes.
You can go, Tom.
Thanks,
go.
man. So the one that was the water snake that was just attacked by Don, I would like to look at very upsettedly.
Don, real quick, make a acrobatics check. Sure. Or I'm sorry, an athletics check. Swim against the current.
Natural 1.
Goodbye, little cat friend.
You
We'll
can,
come back to that.
you can go through his thing
Okay.
before I go.
Am I gonna move 60 feet in a turn?
Possibly.
You
Like a-
are
You're still down by those things? No, you're by the aboleth. There's
Because I can
nothing by
shadow
them, is
step
there?
out with a bonus
Yeah,
action
there
on
is.
my next turn.
They were all
you
in the
are
area
swept
together.
40
Okay.
feet
Because I
downstream.
need
Oh,
something
God.
within the 5 feet.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sneak attack. That's why
So
I did
that-
Good.
So you're good.
I actually don't need that at all.
You're just sucked all the way
For
in.
swashbuckler.
Suck in the chapel.
Sorry,
Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
you just got
That's okay.
pulled all the way into the
It's
pool.
great.
Okay.
Just sucked into a whirlpool right now.
I think so. It's a good time to roll a 1. Really good.
Really quick, make this save.
Hey, by the way,
I'm dying,
Yeah,
Chad. I rolled a 1. I'm gonna die in a hole.
You fall.
Okay?
You
onto the mouth of the aboleth, please, God.
not.
Why did he hit all Don?
So you fall down. Give me a minute. I have to figure out how far it is.
Oh crap!
No falling
I have to
damage
go
because
in
it's
after
water.
him.
Yeah, no falling damage because it's water.
I can go in after. I also have apes that
I
can
can
carry
breathe
him.
underwater.
If it's
That's
if
true.
it's 60 feet, I'm up and out, so I'll be fine. Probably.
I'm looking
Can
at
you
how far the
see,
plunge
or
is
can you
now.
sense out of cold? You know what I mean? Like, I would theoretically say you are almost in like a Ziploc baggie of sorrow.
Well, cold. It would be colder down because
Sure,
it's deeper.
so you would
so
probably
I'd
be able to go up
orient,
towards
yeah,
the
based
water.
on color from
Okay.
that. Yeah, I'd be fine. Yeah, theoretically, if you think about
Yeah, water temperature and pressure.
I'd be able to. I'd be able to see. I'm fine. I'm
You
good.
can also hold your hand above wherever your head is, and when you let bubbles out, if bubbles will hit your hand, then you're like, oh shit, the other way
That's a
is up.
fucking smart idea.
That's a good
Now
idea.
I won't
follow
drown in
that.
the sea when I'm stuck in the middle of the ocean.
If you're blind,
If I'm blind-
and a monk.
yeah,
yes.
I'm a monk stuck in the actual ocean.
It doesn't tell me how far you fall.
Okay.
But it's far.
Is he still in water, or does the water conclude and open
He
into
falls
something?
down to more water.
Okay.
So there's no
I went
falling
off a
damage
waterfall
involved.
into a pool, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
He went off a waterfall down into another pool.
Okay.
There's no distance
For the
that it
waterfall
gives me.
height?
Yeah. So give me 1 minute while I look that up, and I'll give you the distance. Tom, it's your turn.
Fuck!
So you got like something like a cave hole.
Yeah, I
Hey,
wrote down.
they don't have,
As far as we can
those
see.
snakes don't have an armor class of 11, right? It's much
They
higher
sure
than that.
don't.
Yeah. My arrow does nothing, and then I go, fuck! And my turn's over.
Very good.
I like it.
Thank you.
I'll say it can't be far because you didn't have to descend far to get into the black geode from the Fane of the Eye. You pretty much, bless you, just walked on the same level. So I'll say at most 30 feet. So high enough that you can shadow step back.
I'm good. Cool. Thank you.
Yep. Tom, unfortunately, your arrow just narrowly misses the.
What a surprise.
Yep. Then we're gonna go to the apes.
What's the minimum AC threshold?
13.
13. Oh my.
They all hit, right?
11 of them.
That's a lot. That's many.
11d6 plus 33. 63 from rocks being bombarded at this fucking water elemental.
Is it magical damage? Magical
yes.
bludgeoning? Nice. So how much was it again?
63. Oh,
Is that a spell
druid
that they have?
features. No, they just literally have multi-attack. They can make 2 fist attacks or rock, ranged weapon attack. You know, I'm an ape. I got rocks, I guess.
I just picture
rocks for
that
days.
really unsettling scene in the live action Jungle Book with all the monkeys. Just,
Is one of them
action.
dead or leaking?
One of them is very dead. Sure
Okay.
is. I'm just calculating the cleave damage now.
Okay. Well done, Ape Chans.
Hell yeah, Ape Chance. So, yeah, you watch as just a hail. It's like getting sandblasted by a cave. Rock after rock after. Don't make that face at me, Don.
That's not a sentence that I've ever fathomed.
Rock after rock after rock.
No, sandblasted by a cave.
Yeah.
Is the. Well, you sandblast something.
No, yeah, it's does it have a sandblast? Is it up standing?
No,
with,
it's
So you're
feet?
near a cave as
It's
you get
16
sandblasted,
apes.
dude. Come on.
It's like
fair.
a cave is just throwing its rocks at you
Okay,
like a
sure.
Tommy gun.
I got it. I got it.
I'm the cave now, Dom.
John is a cave.
That's good. We'll get
just-
that.
I
We'll
mean,
get that
Look
on
at me.
there.
I am cave now.
Pelting the first one until there's just the water just collapses down onto the ground and just falls back into the rest of the pool. The other one, I don't know what water bleeds, but it's doing that.
All right.
It's
it
leaking.
just starts
It's
to
leaking.
lose.
Yeah, it's starting to lose
Yeah.
form. It's starting to drip in places. Hell yeah, Sarah.
Help me.
I stand by leaking.
I mean, it's basically what that is. Just
Kill it, Mr.
from a
Fizzlewick.
visual perspective.
I'm gonna try.
I would like to repeat exactly what Raz just said in Raz's voice to you on the other
It's
side.
actually going to be me now.
Okay, I was
rip.
gonna say I didn't think so. 'Cause
Yeah, you got a 4.
So you fell down a waterfall, so you're not
Yeah,
here
I'm
anymore.
gone. I'm good. I'm safe.
Um,
It's the best thing I could have hoped for.
Fizzlewick's
Really.
still pretty far back. He's got a shit ton of apes around him.
I am also within 5 feet of it, theoretically, if it was near the aboleth, as is Kenku.
He would have Tom. You shot an arrow, right?
Oh, did you?
Yes, and I missed.
Oh, okay.
So you'd be further. He'd be at least 30 feet away.
So me.
Then. So okay, yeah, it's either you or apes.
Please make. Are you gonna?
If it chooses to target me, she casted Sanctuary on me. It would have to make a wisdom saving throw or attack a different target anyway.
It's going to attack your apes.
Very good.
Because it doesn't know they're fake. All right, so it's going to shoot a tendril of water similar to a rope at one of your apes and attempt to grab it from the wall. That is a 9 to hit.
Nope.
All right. So
Did you really have to check your sheet for that?
For my ape, yeah.
Oh, I thought it
Yeah.
was for you. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
yeah,
For
so
me, not close.
the tendril, I'll say, slaps the ape, but breaks apart as soon as it touches it, not able to grab it, and it's
Fuck
going to
yeah.
go ahead and try again. Same exact number.
Don't touch my apes.
So it misses.
Nobody put Apesy in a corner.
That's right. It will now be the next one's turn.
He's dead. Weren't
You're
there two-
absolutely right.
Blah, 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 blah.
He rises from the grave.
So then it'll be Fizzlewick.
All right, I'm gonna try to shoot him.
Go ahead and shoot him.
That one, that was the bad one. It's not much better.
Yeah, are any of them good?
A 16 to hit.
What a good
A
bonus.
16 to hit does hit.
Oh, great. All right.
It's pretty leaky.
That is going to be for 14 magical piercing.
14. Okay.
And if he's still alive, I'm gonna shoot him again.
Go ahead and shoot him again.
Yep, that's a 27 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
For 11 magical piercing.
Okay.
It was 11 magical piercing that time.
All right.
And,
So you watch both your crossbow bolts just pierce into him. His form becomes even more amorphous, with more parts of him beginning to run and drip down into the water below him.
If he's looking like he's in bad shape with my bonus action,
Uh-oh.
Come on,
can Crockpot
Crockpot.
get in range? Can he? Is it like
40 feet, you're good, dude.
Well, I would imagine
that's
it's by the edge of the waterfront.
It's
so-
closer toward. Yeah,
it's like near
he-
land? He can try to take a
He
bite.
can hit it from
Okay.
dry land. He doesn't have
So
to.
say
jump
if
in the
not, I
water
can
for
put
it.
Tiny Wick in.
Ah,
He
come
does have a terrible attack. All right. So then, yeah, if Crockpot can
I
try to
would
get
love
up
to
and
see
bite
Tiny
him.
Wick.
Come on,
Let's
Crockpot.
go with that. We'll go with Tiny Wick.
Fuck.
All right.
Yeah, Tiny Wick's gonna flutter by and shoot him with a tiny crossbow.
Leo just brought up a really good point.
What?
For my shape water wouldn't have contacted the aboleth because I don't know if I would have been able to change the color of an illusion. But it's also it wouldn't actually contact it. It would be contacting
True.
the water around it. I agree in my brain.
However, the water things
Are
would,
pink.
They would now be pink.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And we're murdering them.
We're beating them to death.
Yeah.
Tiny Wick.
They're leaking pink water.
It's like a Disney light show.
I know.
Go with that one. All right, Tiny Wick got like a 22 to hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell yeah,
Tiny
Tiny Wick.
Yeah. So he's gonna deal 8 force damage.
Oh my god.
Describe how Tiny Wick.
Yes.
Oh my god!
That's my favorite thing.
Exactly.
What a his fucking throat.
Yes. All right. So yeah, Tiny Wick's gonna use his small crossbow to shoot a little tiny beam,
I love it.
little small laser, small magic laser.
Just headshot him.
Yeah.
Target acquired, Mr. Fizzlewick.
He like
sounds like?
Taking the
dives
shot.
like he's a cop like diving down a hallway. Like, no!
Hell yeah,
Imagine
Tiny
a
Wick.
cute cop drama with Fizzlewick and Tiny Wick.
I love it.
I feel like Tiny Wick would be the one that never wants to listen to Fizzlewick though. He'd be like, "No, you don't understand.
Yeah, he's
This
the- he's the
this
renegade."
goes past the book." Yeah, exactly. He's the loose
Fizzlewick's
cannon.
just looking forward to retirement.
Flutters up and just like grabs their collar.
Fizzle Fane costume. I love it.
Because he can't speak, right?
No, I don't think so.
He looks at them very angrily and
It's just
holds them
Tinkerbell.
close.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Tinkerbell. Like, just grab it and
Just make bell
stare.
sounds.
I love it.
Another gunshot sound.
Also, with your conjure animals, I think they do have to breathe. They do if it's find familiar, and that's also a spirit, so I think they have to breathe. From what I can tell. Creatures that do not need sustenance have that called out in their stat descriptions. A familiar has the statistics of a chosen form.
Huh.
So yes.
Well, they didn't end up getting pulled into the water
Sure.
anyway. But good to know. I mean, cool. So everything in this room is dead. White Claw, you're still floating in a pool of water. Actually, make another acrobatics check, I believe it was.
19.
Good. You succeed.
To be fair, even with the natural one, it was a 10 before, but
the
natural
nat
one
one.
is a natural one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shadow step my way up
All right.
onto like the side of wherever this river thing is, so I'm not
Yeah.
going back into the water.
Can we see you?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
up, and then you see me 40 feet down the hallway, and I just shadow step again 6 seconds later.
Cool.
You alright?
I'm fine.
Did you?
Thought I was gonna have to go in
You didn't
after
see
you.
anything down there, huh?
I don't see anything ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell you what you sensed down there, though.
Excellent.
Can you let me?
So while he's doing that, I'll ask if we want to be able to breathe underwater. I'll sit
I can
down.
already do that.
Oh.
Well,
Sit down.
technically, I can't
I
breathe
raise my
underwater.
hand.
Yeah.
I just don't need to breathe ever.
I'll say
technically.
the room looks like a uniform temperature for the cave that you've experienced so far. You did see, you were able to sense the presence of stairs. They were wet, and since, when water evaporates, it cools and it makes it look cooler than
Okay,
everything
sure.
else. So you watched it cool off, and so you see the stairs cooler than everything else, as well as one post jutting out at an angle near where the stairs meet the water surface.
There's
And-
wet stairs and a post.
Well, if we want to sit for a few minutes, and I'll pull out my alchemy supplies and ritual cast water breathing, I can give us all the ability to breathe underwater for 24 hours.
How many creatures can that affect?
10.
10? Alright. I'll elect my 10 greatest apes. No, I'm kidding.
Is there like a reality TV show to figure
Yeah.
out which 10 get to move forward?
It's like The Bachelor, but with
Actually,
apes.
hold on.
It is the
If we
Bachelor
can be
version.
real this adventure for 2 episodes while we see this out.
What? Raz's apes?
Ape Bachelor?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm kind of down for that.
Ape Bachelor.
That's gonna get violent very quickly. It's gonna be just as shitty though.
Oh.
Apes stir poop.
That's right, Bachelor. We're calling you out.
Yeah, I'll take one, and then
Yeah, I'll take one.
Okay.
and then
Say
so
one.
3, and then I guess 7 of my apes.
The
The other 9 will do their best to.
6 apes.
I know,
Correct.
John, I know you carved the Black Earth and Howling Hatred symbols into yourself. Did you do all of them?
Yes.
Or was it okay. Cool.
Oh, I didn't draw those.
It's fine. They would be small markings along, like,
I
you
don't
know,
think
my
they
chest.
believe me, even if I had those symbols, because I'm a bird.
So, yeah, Fizzlewick takes a couple minutes. You guys sit down near the water and rest for a couple seconds. Or for enough time for him to cast ritual cast that. You can now breathe underwater. Where would y'all like to go? What would you like to do?
The wet stairs. To the wet stairs.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, cat friend.
Sure. I'm gonna shadow step my way down there to the stairs.
You shadow step down.
I'm just gonna follow, just walk normally.
Okay. You'll have to jump down.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is the only way down through the waterfall?
sure is.
Okay.
Oh, do I
Can
have to do acrobatics
I
to
just
jump
want to
down
jump
it?
into the waterfall.
I would love to backflip down this waterfall.
You're gonna jump into the waterfall. Yeah, I mean you don't have to make an athletics check.
Can I do an acrobatics check just for fun?
Sure, go
Because I
ahead.
want to do like a double backflip.
All right.
That's really far away.
Please, nat one.
Natural 20.
Shit. All right.
That's a triple backflip, I think.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do.
I didn't do it 2.5. I did a 3.
You did a sick triple backflip, and you landed exactly on the stairs outside of the water. All right, and then who's all jumping down into this water? You.
How tall is the water?
It was enough for him to shadow step up, so less than 60 feet.
I'm gonna have all of my apes form a chain, and I will.
Barrel of monkeys your way down.
I will barrel my way down.
Crockpot barrel of monkeys his way down. I
Yeah.
don't think he would do well in water.
Come here,
I don't really
Crockpot.
wanna find out.
Just got a lot of pop in
I
my
wanted to
arms.
use my plus 13 acrobatics and didn't even get to because of nat 20.
I'm gonna dive into the water and just say coward as I.
Oh man.
Time to roll 16 rock attacks. Roll 16 d20. What's your armor class?
You fucked up, Sarah.
Oh no, please don't kill Sarah.
It's 16.
16? Mm-hmm. That timed out on me.
Oh no.
Roll 16 d20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What was it? 16? Yeah, so 5.
Sarah, why? Why would you do that?
I don't regret my decision.
I don't blame you. It was good. I would have done it too.
So my apes will let me go, and I'll slide down on my back, and my apes will pelt you for 26 magical bludgeoning damage.
Just get pelted by rocks as you're diving down, screaming "coward!" and you just get hit, just rocks the whole way down.
Excuse me?
You let go, right? Do you have to
Yeah,
make an
I
athletics? Do you have to make some sort of check?
Do you want me to acrobatics for my way down?
When you hit the water, you're gonna have to. Yeah. So I'll say both you and Zafira, since you leapt down into the water too, make a ooh, hang on, sorry. I'm pretty sure it's an acrobatics check, but
Okay.
it could be athletics, and I might be wrong. Wow, it doesn't say.
I would prefer acrobatics.
Leo, Jesus.
Yeah, okay. So make an acrobatics check.
Yeah, that's 20.
I am a
20?
15.
15? Cool. Both well succeed.
It's
So
a
you're
very-
not forced underwater by the water hitting you in the waterfall. You're able to swim out and you join the stairs with Psy and White Claw. And that's when you pick up with the... Excuse me?
I'll just put guidance on myself before I jump into the water since I'm small. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
And go ahead and make that check as well then.
Sure. What was it? Acrobatics, you said?
Yeah.
Sure. I might as well use it. I did it, right? 17.
Cool. Yeah. You succeed as well.
You didn't need that D1, that D4, did you?
But
If you wanted my apes are a 16.
Okay. Yeah, they all succeed as
Just
well
in
then.
case somehow my apes all get sucked into the netherworld.
Ape heroes.
Yeah.
Cool. So you all hop down into this room.
You look hurt. Everything all right?
Yeah, I got hit by some rocks on the way down.
How strange.
Oh, the caves throwing rocks at you.
Yes, maybe some loud noise happened. Maybe someone said a word they shouldn't have and it echoed.
As he says loud noise, I would like to just make an explosion sound as he says it.
Yeah,
out of
well,
my mouth. Yeah, like I am. Who's that guy from Police Academy? What's his name?
I don't know what that
I know
is.
what you were going
Yeah.
for was explosion. What you all actually hear is the sound of a tornado.
Ooh, I like that.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me. That's pretty dope.
A comforting sound.
Oh yeah, maybe the cave decided to punish you.
I'm not the one that intentionally hurt someone, so...
You intentionally hurt his feelings.
Yeah, I think you actually
Sorry,
just did.
I wasn't there. I didn't say that.
What was that?
Oh, it's fine. I'm sure that you'll be very safe wherever we're going. Just gonna let my apes carry me.
Okay.
like a fucking pack. Like a goddamn circle and 4 of them in the center holding me on a throne.
Like a bat mitzvah.
Yes.
Like, is that a bar mitzvah? Do they do that at bar mitzvahs? Bar mitzvahs?
Every time I sing that song, I say La Vida. Only because I know that's not what it is.
How often do you sing that?
In the shower.
You
every
know-
You
morning.
know, if I'm being honest, at least once a week.
It's not even a joke. The other day at work, maybe like last week, I did have Hava Nagila stuck in my head for an entire day.
It
I have no
happens.
Jewish relatives. I am not Jewish. I've never been to a bar mitzvah, a bat mitzvah. I've never been to any sort of Jewish celebratory community, anything. So I've never seen or heard Hava Nagila in real life. But you know what?
Still
God
a
damn,
brand.
if it's not a bop.
Yeah.
If it's not a bop.
Truly
So,
is.
in this room, you see a loud waterfall pours into this mossy cavern. You know that already. But wet stales.
What's else?
Wet stairs hug the western wall, climbing higher than the waterfall and descending into the water-filled basin. Where the stairs meet the water's surface, an iron post juts at...
Did you say where the stairs? Where the stairs meet the water?
Who says me the water?
If you could DM an entire episode like that, I think I would lose my fucking mind.
There's walks everywhere.
Hey, you guys need to stop. All right, come on.
I love it so much. I could easily do a one-shot where I just accidentally I almost did it there.
Mispronounce.
Where I accidentally misproduce words.
I knew a kid growing up who couldn't say helicopter, and he would say helicopter, and I
same-
never understood that.
I don't. What do you just said?
Yeah.
Helicopter.
That's the right word. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, excuse me. Am I the one who's been having trouble with my whole
That's
life?
right. Yes.
Oh, thick.
Ha, ho. So I don't know what that was. Sorry, I don't know. Where the stairs meet the water's surface, an iron post juts out at an angle, and a flatboat is tied to it.
A flatboat.
A flatboat. Tunnels to the northeast and northwest channel the water from the pool. Above the pool, a 7-foot diameter globe of water hovers in midair.
I'm gonna get down from my apes. And I'm
Okay.
gonna have my apes begin swimming out towards the thing hovering above the water.
Okay. You all have passive perception above 10. certain.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Significantly.
even my apes do. Way to fucking go, apes.
Sick.
So
See
you
everything.
all see above the door to the northeast. I'm going to be safe. Indeed, the passageway to the northeast, you see the symbol for the cult of
Crushing wave.
that one.
Question wave.
Questing Wave. Yeah.
So this orb, how high is it elevated out from the water?
1 foot above the water level.
Cool. Is it moving? Is it like illuminated?
It is indeed stationary.
Okay.
Does it in any capacity remind me of like orally aura AURA of the monolith that we touched going to the cult of the Black Earth?
Not at all.
Yeah, I
Not-
would say since this is stationary, this probably isn't like a portal.
Just making sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna have one of my apes attempt to reach out and grab it.
Okay. So your ape reaches up and grabs the orb, and at that moment you see it connects to the pool of water below it, and the ape is engulfed. Sorry, chat.
It's horrifying.
It must have
Sounded
been
like
hell.
one of those electric fly swatches.
I put on the video real quick. It was Billie Jean, but only played on those like accordion door stoppers. You know, the springs. So good. Sorry.
What a very strange hobby.
It was so funny and I love it. So it engulfs the ape, and you see it begin to move to the northeast tunnel.
Into the direction into which we see the symbol.
Yep.
Okay. Does it look like there is any kind of shadow below the water that might be dictating to us that this thing is connected to a creature?
So the water is clear enough that you can see into the pool below you.
Okay.
You don't see any creatures down there.
Okay, so this thing is... When you say connected, does it indicate that like it connects down via water? Like there is...
So it sits 1 foot above the water.
Yeah,
right?
so,
it's like that surface tension. Like if you were watching two bubbles and then the surface tension connects, you know how for a second they connect. And
Yes.
God, I did it again, and it breaks apart again,
Okay.
like that. Except it went down and then back up.
Back up. Okay. And my one ape is completely gone.
It's in the orb. You're watching it slowly float away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can see it in the orb. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. Interesting.
Is it getting smaller in the orb?
No, it's staying the same size in the orb, but the orb is moving away.
Oh.
I wonder, can I Trojan horse this? I
Fill
don't
it
have
with apes.
another ape touch the orb.
So after a couple seconds, not too long, you do watch as another orb rise.
Very good.
We've made Pokemon again.
Okay, so
One by one. 2 by 2.
So there was one
the
orb.
apes are coming for you.
the ape touched the orb. Mm-hmm. Then it started moving, and another orb appeared.
So yeah, the orb came down like this, right? And it went over the ape,
Yep.
and then it came back up,
Picked it up.
moved out, and as that happened, another orb rose from the surface of the water.
Got it.
So we're in a crane machine.
The claw.
So I will, one by one, instruct my apes to touch the orb.
Okay.
Each new orb, all forming a beautiful line of horrifying monstrous creatures.
I just,
All right.
I don't want to wish anything poor upon our party, but I hope John's wrong.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
And
this
he's
could totally
creating a
be
super
like...
monster.
Into like a mouth.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, it could be. Like, I'm down for that. I'm gonna wild shape and become a giant octopus.
Okay.
And I'm going to get into the water, and
Okay.
with 8 of my arms, I'm going to attempt to grab the orbs that hold...
All of them?
Well, I can grab, I would assume, 1 per tentacle, possibly?
Yeah. Oh, one that's already occupied.
Correct.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna see if I can store these orbs and waddle my way.
I'll say as you touch the orb that's already occupied,
Okay.
your tentacles just move through it as if it were water.
Okay, fair. Okay. So yeah, I will, as a giant octopus, just...
All right. And
That's the sound octopuses make.
so you're touching an orb as well, or are you just swimming along with them?
I would go towards the area where the cave kind of like...
To the northeast?
Correct, where that, the cave mouth opens up and look to see whether or not there's a descent or whether or not it continues forward. Because, like, if this is something where the orbs are doing this for a size justification, as though we are going to eventually go through something very narrow, and I, as an octopus, am an invertebrate. So I will be fine.
I, as a person, am an invertebrate.
no.
So I have no backbone. So I can also get through this without any problem.
So this room that you're in, the staircase that clings to the wall follows along an arc. This is, again, it looks, it's a semicircular formation that you're in, the cave wall around you.
Okay.
To the northeast, you see, after the passageway begins, it turns not long thereafter.
As long as my orbs are progressing with me, I would go
Okay.
as an octopus.
So you start octopusing your way up to the north.
So
What a
is
noun.
is
That's a
he
great word.
underwater,
What a
or
verb.
is this like water in which like a normal height person could walk through?
It's deep enough that you would not be able to walk. You'd have to swim.
You have to swim.
I'm gonna
I'm not
my way
sure
on.
I'm gonna
if
get in the water and start.
I know how to swim.
Do you have a swim speed?
I mean, you're a
Where would
Like,
swim
was-
speed be?
bird. Didn't they clip your wings? Isn't that lore? Like they took your wings?
There was you were born without wings. Like it was a bird.
Right.
You were cursed to never have one.
Right,
never
right.
have them.
I mean,
Hold on, let me look at my actions. Right, the swim should be in there.
If you click on
No.
So
oh yeah,
you-
if you click on speed.
I mean, you got
on,
hands.
Walking
well,
speed.
I don't know if he has hands. He would have talons, but he has to have hands.
I do have
Yeah,
hands.
he's
I
not,
think they're like-
they're not like a
It only
T-Rex.
He's
says
an arm.
walking speed.
Something. He's not
If
like
you
a T-Rex.
click on it though.
If I click on it, it only says walking.
Yeah, but if you read the description, it'll tell you.
While climbing or swimming, each foot of movement calls
Yeah.
it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
swim. It's just half your speed.
And you'll
Yeah,
just
octopus.
have to make acrobatics checks occasionally.
Exactly.
Oh,
Octo
that's fine with me,
puts
dude.
it.
I get plus 13 to acrobatics. I would like to acrobatically swim as acrobatically as possible. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Strength saving throw, not acrobatics.
yeah.
That's whack. I only get a
Technically,
plus 1 to that. Can I
athletics.
change it to dex?
No.
Change it to dex.
No, it's strength.
No, change it to dex.
Okay.
Sick. Okay, cool. Dex. Strength.
Strength. You don't have to make it now, but so yeah, you're swimming to the northeast, right? Cool.
I'm gonna.
You swim to the
Follow.
northeast as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to shadow step up into the air so that way it takes me more than 6 seconds to fall, and then keep doing that so that I don't get wet.
You fall instantaneously.
Yeah,
Just so you know.
Yeah,
No matter how
but
high
I'm
above this
high
water
enough so that way
is.
I don't hit the water.
You're in a
Before
cave, man.
Before he can shadow step again.
Yeah, I'm just
to-
shadow stepping 30 feet and then
Where do you get
falling
6
towards the
seconds
water.
of free fall though?
Yeah, you don't. It doesn't take you 6 seconds to fall that. You fall that instantaneously.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's within 10 feet or 20 feet. If it's within a cave, that's neither way. That's going to take 6 seconds.
Well, that's why like they even say it's 500 feet per 6 seconds.
Oh, Jesus.
For fall, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. So like you can hop and then you instantly would splash.
Yeah, I'll
Right.
just hop into the water and I'll just shadow step forward a bunch.
All right. Yep. You do
I'm not
that then.
swimming.
Try and get out as quick as
Are we all
possible.
going in the direction of the orbs?
Yeah.
I'll touch an orb then.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fizzlewick.
All right.
Yeah,
Fizzle
that's
away.
We'll see how the orb
You should have
goes.
had Tinywick do it first.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going ahead, and since the orbs are visible, if I see like my apes do start falling into the maw of a horrifying kraken, I'll probably catch Fizzlewick. That's why I'm a tentacle
cross that
monster.
bridge when we get there.
Yeah. Hopefully not literally.
But I'm in like chainmail and weigh 30 pounds, so I don't really want to get in water.
Yeah.
So
I guess
the
it's elfin chain, but
orbs have a flying speed of 10 feet.
Okay.
So they move 10 feet where you guys move 30. So they would move about the same rate that you are while swimming.
I actually swim 60.
You are swimming way past it.
Very
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
swim 15 feet.
Okay, yeah, so you guys would
Right, it's
swim.
half your damn.
Correct. Half your movements.
Would you like to try to outswim the orbs, or would you like to swim with them? Or would you like
I
to...
think you guys should. I'm not there.
I got
I'll probably swim with them.
You want to swim with them?
fast.
And
Yeah.
Fizzlewick's going in an orb,
In an orb.
so
I
you don't
mean,
have a choice.
Raz has already gone ahead, so I'm just
Yep.
gonna swim
Okay.
at my top speed. I guess I'm not gonna. Like, if there's a problem, I'm sure Raz would.
Catch it first. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Okay, yeah, so you swim ahead of them, ahead
wait
of
to
the
ink
orbs, because
cloud.
you'll end up passing them. As you come to this bend and you begin moving south, so you go through a hairpin, you begin moving south. As you're going this direction, you see ahead of you there's another waterfall. and to your left, going to the northeast, there's another cavern that opens up here.
Okay. So as I approach the area of the waterfall, what is the width of this tunnel?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. As I approach, I would like to flare my tentacles out to the side and attempt to hold myself near the edge of the waterfall, so this way I can look out.
Make an acrobatics check. I'll say with advantage. Do it with advantage.
That's cool as fuck.
That's cool stuff. Exactly, yeah.
The
Octopus
fact
your
that
way
it's
up
acrobatics is not great for me. A 5.
I'll say that's enough. I mean, there's plenty of...
That was so cool. It doesn't even matter what you're
You
checking.
got like the suction cup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
and, you know...
Again, that's my justification. They're wet, they're
Sticky.
ready to suck.
Yep. Wet, sticky,
I tried
ready
to
to
use
suck.
that as my justification, and I still got arrested.
Yep. So you catch yourself in the midst of this waterfall. Ahead of you in the pool below,
Just gonna ink over.
you see a long pool fills the cavern, broken only by an island bristling with stalagmites. A corpse floats face down in the water near the island.
It's Nikolai.
Did we pass a boat?
Yeah.
Okay.
We just
I
left
remember
it.
after I got in the orb, there was a boat.
Yeah, y'all did definitely walk past the boat.
Yeah,
just
fuck
left-
that shit.
We just
Yeah,
left
fuck
the
it, we'll
boat.
Bear bless him.
We all have water breathing, so
Yeah.
why
True.
not swim?
Yeah, exactly. Make use of it.
Okay, so corpse, island, and then, obviously water surrounds the island. Can I see in terms of size of this area, and also is it well lit or not?
Yeah, size. Give me a minute. Let me tell you about lighting first.
Thank you, CMS.
Oh, cool. This entire node, so this entire area,
Okay.
is dimly lit. It's illuminated by blue and green glows that radiate from the water.
Nice.
So it's dimly lit.
Okay.
In terms of size, it's 2, 3, 30 feet at the northernmost end. And then it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 70 feet north to south.
Okay. And can I tell, a height elevation for where I am from this waterfall for how far down it would be?
Waterfalls are 40 feet high.
40 feet. So I can see down the 60. It's dimly lit, so I probably have a little bit more vision. Okay.
I'll say you can see 1, 2, 3, 4.
I just want to make sure I can at least see the island.
Yeah, you can clearly see the island,
Okay.
As well as where the water at the end of this room begins to turn.
Okay. And you said back behind me a little bit was a different path, correct?
Yeah, on the other side of the waterfall, yep.
Oh, on the opposite side of the waterfall,
So,
excuse
yeah,
me. Okay.
where you are now, because you're in the midst of it, it's
Okay.
back up the waterfall to the northwest.
Okay. Kind of want to fuck with this island and this corpse. Yeah, fuck it.
right.
Just
So you can...
Where are we in relation to Octopus?
It's a great question.
a fair amount behind me.
Are
Okay,
you
he's
following...
pretty close. He's got
You're
fast.
25 feet.
Yeah.
So I mean, does it say the length for this tunnel total?
The tunnel from... Let's see.
From where we are going to reach this waterfall for the descent?
100 feet.
100 feet. So yeah, I make it literally in 12 seconds. So you would go 50, I would go the full distance. So you're 50 feet behind me.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
So you can see what's going on.
Yeah.
Right? You've got dark
I
vision.
see you.
Well, yeah,
Well, I
you
can't see it
can
all.
you can
Oh,
sense.
that's right. You've got
But I
you
can
can
sense.
sense my delicious cold.
predator vision.
Yeah, I sense your wall suck.
You just start making chirping bird sounds.
You mean bat sounds? Sonar.
Because you're pissed that you're in water. Yeah, I'll descend.
Okay.
I'm
So-
misunderstood.
You drop down in. Everyone else as well. You swim to this waterfall. Would you like to... You're going over it, right?
I don't know if we have a choice.
Kind of don't. Cool.
Cool.
So as you go over the waterfall, make another strength saving throw.
Actually, I was shadow stepping, so I make it there anyway. Same as
19.
you.
Good.
Strength. 13.
13. You are driven 10 feet underwater and restrained there.
Cool, I can breathe underwater. I'm chilling.
Right, so you're fine. You are still restrained, but you just have to make a save against
Can
that.
I tell what I'm being restrained by? Is
The-
it just current?
the current.
Yeah, the current
Yeah,
of the water.
So I'm just like,
circle.
oh no, this
Yeah,
sucks.
you're stuck in the circular loop of it, yeah. Fizzlewick and all of the apes, the orbs just descend down the waterfall slowly, same 10 feet, and just continue
I'm
flying
just
ahead.
floating in this orb.
Just fucking chilling.
Just tumble over a waterfall.
I would be dying right now. Just like, this is fine.
16 for me.
16, you succeed. Cool. So, make another strength saving throw to break free from the restraint.
14.
Make it athletics, actually, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Because now you're trying to...
18.
Yes, you succeed. Now you're swimming against the current, so the DC
Sure.
changes. Cool. So you succeed. You all enter into this room. You see the same thing: the island, the corpse floating in the water, all that fun stuff.
Do I recognize the corpse? Do I recognize the corpse?
It is floating face down.
Do I recognize that ass? Sorry.
While I am an octopus, I will swim beneath it and look up into its cold, dead eyes.
Okay. As you do so, you see hanging from its neck is a necklace showing the symbol of the Cult of Crushing Wave.
Ooh. I'm gonna wrap it lovingly and pull it down into my maw.
Okay.
And just, take a couple beaky chomps out of it. Make sure it's dead.
All right. I like it. Very dead.
Good. I'll let it
Float back up.
float back up.
Okay.
I'm gonna swim around and see what the fuck I see.
Cool. Don, I'll say your character would see there's a drastic temperature change toward the southeastern corridor in this room.
Okay.
Cool.
Warmer or colder?
Colder.
Sorry. Colder? Okay. Gets very cold over in that corner there. Perhaps it goes down or there's an icicle of some kind. Something cold.
Do we see any icicles?
I'm an octopus.
Very cold. There's also an octopus here.
I'm pretty sure that's right. Oh, you're not covered in bandages anymore. How are we supposed to know if it's you?
Maybe
or
he's
it's
the
a
only
different
giant octopus.
We'll have to figure that out when we get there.
Yeah, when we're killed.
So as far as what you see in this room, John, you see all that stuff.
Okay.
As you swim around the island, I'll say you make a trip around the island, you see there is something that is not a stalagmite in the center of the island. You see a rounded top and like a wooden side.
Okay. I'll pull one of my tentacles out of the water and, 90-degree angle. Very cartoon-esque, just seeing eye dog point.
Okay.
Yep.
You're gonna go over and look
Yeah,
at
I'm
it?
gonna head that way.
Gotta see temperature.
Am I still trapped in this orb flying around?
You are indeed.
Yeah, we should probably remember to pay attention to that.
So all of the apes, as well as you, are going to continue going toward the southeast.
Okay.
To that cold area.
Toward the
Sick.
colder areas.
Sick.
Yep.
No, dude, he's chill.
I'm
You're
pointing
close.
out treasure. And they're like, yeah!
It's like a kid in Chuck E. Cheese
You
in
can
his
probably
little
pop
window.
that ball.
He's
I'll say
tinkering right now. He doesn't even know what's going on.
As you're floating along, you turn to look at stuff, and you do find that you're able to swim in this orb. You
Okay.
are held within water. You can properly swim around while you're in there.
Good thing I can breathe, I guess.
Wow.
On the
He
island,
said indeed.
you find a drum.
A drum?
A drum.
Like a musical
Like a
drum?
Indeed.
Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna not look at it because I can't see.
I'm gonna
Is that
look
the
at
cold
it.
thing?
It is not.
Okay.
No, that's a different.
This is in this room. Still.
Oh, okay.
The cold shit starts to the southeast.
To the southeast. Okay.
And I guess just for clarification, since you turned into an octopus and no one took Crockpot, I would have had him try to jump in an orb behind
Yeah.
me. Just 'cause
Okay,
he can't,
I'll say
I assume he
he's-
can't swim.
He's
so.
small
Yeah.
enough that he can go in the orb with you.
Okay, sure.
Hell yeah.
I would like to investigate this drum.
Okay.
Do you want help? I got -1 to investigation.
That's a 5.
A 5.
Goes bang bang.
The edges of the drum are very worn. It looks like, you know, the humid air down here is having a pretty bad effect on the leather stretched across the top of the drum.
Would that...
Skin.
Can I tell if it was placed here or if it washed up here?
It is sitting right side up. I mean, the head of the drum is up.
I start swimming towards the southeast.
Okay.
I agree.
I want to hit the drum.
Good.
Is there any chance that I can grab onto a tentacle?
I want
Don't touch me.
to like pat the drum. Real gentle.
Make a performance check.
That's why I'm getting out of this room.
I was trying to grab on. You wouldn't let me.
10.
So you
touch me.
do it well. Now make a stealth check. To see if you can do it well, but quietly.
Yeah, just like...
This is where the natural one comes in.
A plus 13. Wish I could help.
I wouldn't know to cast guidance on myself, right?
You would just see a drum and go, "Ooh, a drum! I want to hit that."
10.
10 out of 10.
Bonus
Okay.
points.
Goodbye!
Yeah, I'm shouting. I'm gone. I'm following the octopus. Just see the temperature moving through the water.
I was told to
go.
look at this thing, so...
No one told you to look at anything.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Raz
I didn't even
did.
know there was a fucking drum.
Raz
Why
was
are
an
you
octopus.
listening to
That was
Raz?
an octopus and not there. That
He
was
just went.
Yeah. I pointed. You took directive on your own.
He said that's a thing. He didn't say
Perception
go
is wisdom, right?
Correct.
Okay.
This is where the aboleth comes in.
That's fine. I can kill
Was
an
it a
aboleth.
whale?
Okay. Why do you think I was trying to be friends with it?
I can totally kill an aboleth. No
So,
problem. No problem.
It eats your flesh.
I know I just rolled a bunch of dice, but nothing's gonna happen. I can't tell you
That's
what,
great.
saves and rolls took place, but a nat 1 occurred, which is enough to negate everything else that happened there.
That's great news.
I like those odds.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. Obviously safe.
Hard as I can. Wham!
Is it like a hide?
Yeah, it's like a leather head. Yep.
I'm gonna pull out my dagger and cut into it.
Okay.
That's it. Pops as you stab into
Yeah,
it.
you stab into it and you tear your dagger along the drum.
Is it skin? Is it people skin?
It was just skin. I won't say it was people skin. It was a type of skin.
Is it animal skin?
It was hide.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the skin.
Okay, take the skin.
Mr. Raz. Mr. Raz.
Does cutting the drum make noise?
Do you want me to die?
Because-
You called me a coward.
This is an odd statement, but I know from experience that stabbing a drum does not indeed make any sense.
Really?
Really?
It's not very
I'm
loud, yeah.
shocked.
It
It's just
does
the
not make
point-
like a pop or
It
anything
just
like
it
that.
breaks the
It's not a
tension
balloon.
on the drum
Oh,
head, and the
true.
tension is what makes it. So when you just
Right.
it just goes.
Interesting.
It's a real quiet sound, and then it doesn't work anymore.
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah, it makes your set sound bad.
It
I'm
not
sure.
drum now.
Depending on what type of your band you're in, then it might be perfect.
You heard drum.
Yeah, so you cut the head of the drum off. Yep.
Put it in my pocket.
Cool. You watch
Put it in my
as
bag of holding.
the orbs continue moving to the southeast, and you see Raz begin swimming that way as well.
And dive back into the water and start going.
Cool. So you swim to the southeast. As you approach you do feel the water begins to grow more and more cold. Let's see. You come to a particularly bendy bit, and after that particularly bendy bit, you come to Sorry, I'm reading. I didn't expect you guys to go this way. If I'm being honest.
That's good.
Yep.
Keeps happening.
It's great.
Yeah, it's amazing. So in this room, you see a crude stone hut perches atop a stony island in the midst of a wide pool. Water drizzles from the cavern ceiling, and the roar of a waterfall echoes throughout. Now, you guys are still pretty far away from where this is. You do have dark vision, right, Tom?
Was that in features?
It'd be no, under perceptions on your main page, I think.
Proficiencies, you mean?
If it's not listed there, you don't have it.
No, I do not. I can't see shit.
Who has dark vision?
It's under. It's by senses. So right
Senses.
above.
That's what it is. Not perception. Senses. That's it.
I can't see shit.
Okay. So you don't have dark vision. You don't have any vision.
I do, because I casted dark vision on myself.
Cool. So ahead of you, on the island, you see. I actually have to look this up to accurately describe it.
Also, as an octopus, they evidently as well have dark vision. I guess it makes sense with all the deep water swimming.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah. There it is. No description of it at all. Why would there be? Damn, it's not even. Oh, here it is.
The
Okay.
description says, "Don't worry about it."
Is there a picture again?
There is not.
Bad thing. Spooky.
It is a bad spooky thing. It is
All right.
indeed.
Time to make a new friend.
So you see, what type of weapon does it have? We can do that at least. You see it's holding a short sword,
Okay.
as well as a lance on its back.
Okay.
It's not wearing particularly heavy armor. You see it's wearing just standard medium armor, nothing too heavy.
Okay. Is it by chance looking out into the water? Is it near the edges, like the...
It is looking out into the water, but it is looking toward the west, and you are entering from the north.
Fantastic. And you said it is by the...
The hut thing up there, yep.
Okay. So is it close to the edge of this small islandy thing?
Yeah, it's only 10 feet from the door to the edge of the island, so
Okay.
it's, at least within 10 feet from the water surface.
Fantastic.
Are the bubbles there yet?
The bubbles are not there yet. Raz is swiftly outswimming them.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to sneak up on this thing from one of the sides.
Okay. Would you like to go from the north, south, or north or south?
You said it's facing west and we're entering from the north?
Yes, and it's an island, so it's surrounded on all sides. So you
Cool.
can swim around to the east if you'd like.
I would... Oh, he's on the east side looking west?
He is on the western side of the island looking west.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I would just... I have to come from the north. Octopi can't breathe on land.
Right, but
So
you can swim around. What I mean is you can either swim straight down this way and go into his vision from the north,
okay.
or you can swim around the east side and come in his vision
Okay.
from the south. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So if I see Raz doing this, I'm going to attempt to get close as well. And as I see Raz go to, like, attack, I'm going to shadow step behind
Okay.
this person.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll say you're patiently waiting for Raz to attack to make your move on it, since
Yeah.
you can teleport and just be there.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. I guess I would just go the faster pathway then.
Okay, the quickest way is just to come down from
Come
the north
down.
then. So yeah, you're able to swim pretty much right up on him. Make a stealth check to see if he can notice you in the water.
Down a waterfall?
No.
No, okay. There is a waterfall in the room, though.
The first
Not this
roll
one,
is an
though.
18, and I have advantage on stealth checks. 19.
18, 19.
Because
Okay.
I'm in water.
Yeah, cool. So he's going to make his roll. Perception was wisdom, I said, right? Mm-hmm. That is a 10. He does not see you.
Fantastic. My tentacles have 15 feet of range.
Okay.
So you said he is like 5 feet in.
Yeah.
I would like to be 10 feet deep into the water.
Okay.
And grab him.
All right.
I
Make
can
an attack
stab
roll.
him on the way out.
Okay, so as he gets grappled and pulled towards the water, you're going to shadow step and stab into him as he goes by.
Yeah.
Like it?
It's a natural 20.
Oh, God. Don.
I rolled a natural 20 and a
ripping it
19.
today.
I am a 24 for my hit.
Both hit. So you grab him and grapple him. He's surprised. We'll roll initiative, but you two are going to have a full. This will be your
Surprise round.
your surprise round, and then you get initiative
so I got
action
my
afterward.
full.
Okay.
So you grab him, rip him towards the water. You stab into him before he makes it.
Yeah, 15 damage on the first one.
15. Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll make my my second attack as well.
Okay.
Yeah, 13 plus 9, so 22.
Definitely hits.
6 points additional, so 21 total for me.
Like it. Okay.
Yeah.
And I do 13.
13. All right.
Very good.
He's
The stab and grab.
really hurt. I'll say you guys get through because you are how many feet? We said 50 feet.
Sorry?
You're 50 feet away from everybody else, right? That's
Correct.
what we. Okay. So then you guys are going to be at least probably 2 turns away, because your swim speed is difficult terrain, which is half.
So they go 15.
Right. So you're at, 2 turns away at least. So we'll go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh.
I'm just like chilling in an orb, right?
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna go.
I don't know. I'm gonna find out.
DJ, 27.
Nice.
But don't worry, I won't get to go for 2 turns.
Sorry, bud.
It's okay. I have to pee anyway.
Listen.
Me too.
Sorry, my mic wasn't on for that. Should I let everyone know?
I came prepared for
Long combat?
Octopus Town.
Oh, sorry. Tom and I just got done saying we got to pee, and you went, I came prepared. What?
You wore a diaper, DJ.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready to go.
What? All right.
He's depending on it.
He is also restrained.
Yeah, he has to make a grapple check.
Yep, if he wants to break free from it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm still rolling my initiative. I got a lot I got to roll for here.
Guess I technically need to roll for my apes. So long, ape chance. guys.
Don, what you got?
13.
All right, Sarah?
1. Technically 3.
You rolled a nat 1?
I rolled a nat 1.
That's fine. It doesn't affect initiative.
I rolled a nat 20
On your apes or for you?
for me.
Okay. So, what's yours?
21 because of my dex mod as an octopus.
Cool. Your apes?
A 4.
Okay. And then,
Even the apes are faster.
Bizwick?
I'm pretty far behind.
Since I'm in the orb.
You'll be there roughly with them. You're in the orb, but you can still move. I mean, so yeah, you can roll initiative.
14.
Okay.
So like, how far away from the orb? Like, where am I? Like right overhead?
It sits 1 foot above the surface of the water.
Okay, so I'm not too far behind.
Yeah, you're like
Yeah.
50 feet, same as them.
And he said his was a 27.
Tom, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So then, first round, it's just going to be you guys and the. Make another stealth check real quick.
For me?
Yeah.
That is a 22, and then another 22.
Cool.
It's a stealthopus.
So yeah, you've got this dude grappled in the water. He's the only other combatant right now. So it's going to be. Who went first here? It's going to be Raz.
Yeah, tentacle him again.
Tentacle him again. Yeah.
24.
24 definitely hits.
For 11 more bludgeoning damage. And how deep does this water go?
20 feet.
Okay, and does it look like this man is capable of breathing in
Yes.
water? Okay.
Yep,
So then
you
I
don't
won't-
see water bubbles coming from his
Okay.
mouth or anything like that.
Then I will not descend him.
How much damage was it again? I'm sorry.
11, I believe I said?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
because I have 45 as the total
Cool.
now. Yep. Yeah, so I mean, I would just keep him wrapped in my tentacles a little bit below the surface of the water.
Okay, I like it.
And that's my turn.
All right, and then it's now going to be Don.
All right. I'm going to stab him.
He is underwater.
Okay. I'm going to go in the water.
Okay, we're jumping in the water.
I'm going to stab him.
Swim down and stab him.
Swim down and stab him.
You can breathe on water too, so you're fine.
Okay. Yeah, 15 plus 9, 24.
Hell yeah.
That is 7 points. I will Fury of Blows.
Okay.
So I'll roll my second attack first. 16.
Yep, 16 hits.
Wow, okay. That is 8 points. And then my Fury of Blows. Both of those will hit. Those are my unarmed attacks. Terrible. 13.
Describe how you kill this
Okay.
Dark Tide Knight.
Very good.
Well, I swim down into the water, and I stab him twice with a foof foof, and then I let it swing down, and I just bop bop right in the back of his head.
Okay.
Give him the old beep bop.
So that'll be, yep.
Like the cowboy.
Yeah, like the cowboy. Beep bop.
Bebop.
Beep bop. Yeehaw.
As you finish him, do you whisper quietly, "See you, space cowboy"?
I just whisper, yeehaw, brother.
Just water bubbles come out.
But he
great
still
noise.
whispers those.
Okay.
Chat, can we get a in the chat? Thanks. Please, figure that out. Thank you
That's
very
the
much.
end of the first round of combat. You killed the only combatant, so then the other 2 rounds that it takes you guys to get there, really nothing happens.
I refuse. I would like to still attack the dead body.
You can do that. So you guys, what would you like to do following killing him in between when they arrive?
I would I don't think I want to release his body and permit it to surface, but I guess if we attacked them and if there was anything else in the area and it didn't see. Yeah, fuck it. I'll release his body and permit it to float up to the surface.
Okay.
And then...
Figured you were gonna eat him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's other things that I need to eat later.
From you.
Chicken tenders.
Still underground,
Chicken
under the water.
nuggets.
Sure.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
So, yeah, we'll say you release his body, it floats back up to the top. The rest of you arrive in this room. Not long after, you see Raz and White Claw underneath the surface of the water, roughly 10 feet, I think John said.
Like 5, yeah.
Yeah, 5 feet under the surface of the water. This is going to be an odd question, but Tom, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty interesting.
The water's alive.
I was gonna say I attacked the water, but no. Just real quick, are the bubbles? They're still floating, just going through this chamber like
Yep.
nothing's going on.
Yep, the bubbles are going to continue floating through.
Um.
I'll say there's a significant time difference between the first ape and Fizzlewick, who's at the end. So you see the first couple apes go, and then you realize that's...
Like a clown car.
Is there now 2 bodies that are floating in the water?
Now there are.
Do the bodies look similar at all?
One is wearing some remnants of armor, the other is not.
Okay. Man. There's not much that I can do right now because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. But I guess I will. There's land in this room, right? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna climb out of the water and sneak along and try to hide myself behind some stalactites that are up from the ground.
Yeah,
Nope,
so on this...
stalagmites.
Stalagmites, excuse me.
So on this island, you've got... sorry, I have to find...
That's not
The small hut, and then... I don't remember what else there was for description.
Yeah, so a crude stone hut perches atop a stony island in the midst of a wide pool. Water drizzles from the cavern ceiling, and the roar of a waterfall echoes throughout.
Yeah, I'd like to sneak my way up towards the hut.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Yeah, that's a 24.
24.
Right?
I've got a 14. Yeah, you succeed. You're able to sneak up right next to the hut.
Is there any sort of window, or is it just like stone wall and door?
Yep, stone walls and doors.
No keyhole in the door or anything?
Just an opening, pretty much. There might be like a shitty saloon door, but that's about it.
Okay, so like, is there like a crack under the floor or anything like that?
Yeah.
Can I look through the crack and see if there's any like shadows in front of the door or anything like that?
Yeah,
Look for like feet or something like that. Like if there's light illuminating from inside inside of it.
as you look in, there's no light. It is dark.
I try the door.
Okay. Door is unlocked. It's open.
I open it, but I pull back along the outside so like I'm not in front of the doorway as the door opens.
Okay. Are you trying to do it sneakily or no?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Okay. 31.
I did it again.
I don't like when you do this, DJ. Because I'm doing well. I'm trying so hard.
You're doing so well.
Go ahead. How did I do it wrong with a 31?
You didn't do anything wrong.
I did it wrong.
Because you made the sound of a creaking door.
As you were opening it. Yeah, it's
Yeah, the beautiful mimicry.
Why did I do that?
Damn it!
I go.
It was just a really good sound, and you're like, oh, I like that one.
So you open the door. The thing inside does indeed hear you. And you hear shuffling begin to start from inside the room. You don't see or hear anything yet aside from that light shuffling.
Okay, so at the same time, I did open the door, but I still swung back around. So it just saw the door open.
It just heard the door. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that perception check was to hear the door, not to see it.
Solid. I hear shuffling, you said?
You start to hear something.
Okay,
moving
I'm
around
going
in
to
the room.
ready to action directly outside the door and hold my ground for a moment.
Okay.
Are we all here?
Yeah, you guys have arrived now because there was only one thing for them to fight in the water, and they did. So,
Is Fizzlewick still
He's
stuck
all
in
the
a
way at the
bubble?
end of the line.
he's at the end of the line. I'll say, because of the line of apes that have to go single file through, he's just now arriving.
Very good.
I'm gonna take a look up at Fizzlewick and see if he looks distressed in any way, or
Cool.
No, I mean, I think I'm good. Do I get the feeling that I can exit this? Like, if I put a hand through, does it go through?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess, as I get real close to the land and get the sense that no one else is moving forward, I'll try to exit the orb.
Okay. You swim out from it and you fall to the water below.
Okay, and I'll have Crockpot do the same. Make
Okay.
sure he gets on land safely.
Yep. As I'll say, it happens to pass over the island, so you're able to have him swim out from it and drop onto the island. With that was Tom. It will now be Raz.
Well, I would estimate that I do not hear this shuffling with how far away I am and the fact that I am underwater. So I am completely oblivious to the fact that anything is going on.
I'll say you do feel an odd current brush by your leg.
An odd current. you
Which
say?
leg? There's 8 of them.
It's a fair point. Several of them at that point then.
Fantastic. I'm gonna look in the direction of whatever the fuck is swimming near me.
Water. That's all you see.
So just the pressure current. Based on the direction in which it passed by me.
I'll say, which direction is it moving? Is that what you're
Correct.
trying to tell?
Yeah.
I'll say it's moving, you're facing the hut. It is moving toward the hut.
All right. And I do not see anything with my 60 feet of dark vision in the water.
Sure don't.
Do I cut it off or do I go where I believe the origin source might be that's distributing a current? I would start swimming in the direction where I believe the current came from.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you swim 50 feet ahead in that direction, or I'll say you start to swim that.
I attempt to hold on to one of your tentacles, but giving you, like, warning that I'm gonna try to see if it will allow me to do it. I'm not just, like, grabbing it as you're going.
Uh-huh.
I think his exact words were, "Don't touch me."
Well, that's
I'll-
you.
Correct. I will let the cat friend grab one of my tentacles.
Okay. Just don't give him mean beans.
You're new.
And I'll swim along so I'm not just being dragged.
Oh, okay. So you want to
So-
come with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to do.
He just needs you to lead him.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
hold hands.
Very good.
And I don't want you to have to pull my weight, so I'm going
That's
to
fair.
attempt to
Cool.
help.
I will pull
swim.
this
Okay.
strange cat along with me.
You swim
60 feet, yeah.
swim to the west, as that's where you felt it come
Felt
from.
it coming from?
Yep.
Okay.
As you swim to the west, you soon arrive at just a cave wall.
Okay. And
You do not feel the current here.
okay, and for 60 feet, I don't see anything else around us, and I do not see anything that would look as though it would have created this current.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's about it for me then.
Okay. Then we go to... I believe that's going to be me. That's an 18. That sure is me. You are at the hut right now.
Outside of the hut door.
You watch as you're standing at the hut door. You begin to hear bubbling come from your right, and as you look over, you see another water serpent rise from the surface of the water,
Directly in front of me?
directly in front of the hut. Yes.
Pretty.
Sick.
It's pretty.
Sick. It's pretty. It's pretty. I don't doubt that.
It's real pretty.
I don't like that though.
Fair enough.
Cool. Glad you're you're chill with that.
So then it's gonna be after him. He's just gonna swim there and stop. So you just see him appear. That's the
Current.
Yep. So then it's gonna go to. I got White Claw. No, Fizzlewick. Sorry.
Okay. So I had landed on the shore. How close did I get dropped off, like to the hut or to this serpent?
I'll say you got dropped on the northernmost part of this island, so you are 20 feet away from the hut.
And can I see the serpent like rising from where I'm at, or is it like on the other side of the? Okay.
Yeah, you can see it.
All right. I will make my way toward something that resembles cover, if there's like rocks or anything around, and take a shot with my crossbow.
Okay. Yeah, let me tell you if you've got cover or anything. Hang on. Crude stone hut, more of waterfall, stony island. Yeah, so it's a
Okay.
stony island, so
Yeah.
there's stones to hide behind.
So yeah, I'll try and find a rock to hide up behind and take a shot with my crossbow.
All right.
And that's a natural 20 to hit.
Hell yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
that definitely hits.
I will never get to play.
All right, and that's gonna be 22 magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take a second hit.
All right, roll to
Very
hit.
good.
And
that's
real
it.
quick, it was 22, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The second hit was 22 to hit,
Definitely hits.
which is for 12 magical piercing.
Nice. Okay. Damn.
It's cool to see 34 damage.
Yeah,
34 damage, no fucking problem.
Sometimes things go well. I'll have Crockpot try to run up and bite him.
Okay. I'll say after that crossbow bolt, you see his form begins to loosen and become more amorphous again.
Very good.
Yeah, and then I'll yell at Crockpot to sick the water dragon.
All right.
And no, Crockpot's gonna get a 9 to hit.
Damn, Crockpot. So he tried.
Yeah, he
Barked.
You guys ever watch Dodgeball?
Yeah.
Where she's like, God damn it, Bernice! That's how I imagine him at Crockpot.
It'll be White Claw now.
No.
Well, I'm with Raz. Mm-hmm. And we don't see anything.
Sure don't.
Yeah, same as this
So
Although, admittedly, you have temperature sense.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why paladins fish.
Fairly cheating. You would have seen the temperature difference in the water that you're in. You would have sensed the difference of the water thing moving past Raz.
Okay.
I didn't even think about that until
Sure.
just now. But yeah, while you're in the water, then you sense another of those figures moving toward the island as well.
A quickly
Okay.
moving hot pea pile.
Oh, not a
casted
smite. I mean divine smite.
Okay, good. I was gonna say.
I will point out to Raz and just point back towards the island because I sensed
Yeah,
one of those
yeah,
things moving
I
through
got
the water.
you. You can go kill it.
Okay.
I'm an octopus. I'm hanging out. I'm having a good time.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
I'll,
octopus
I already
time.
beat a man to death with my tentacles.
yeah,
Drowned him.
I'll shadow step 60 feet that way,
Okay.
which we only moved 50, so technically I should be within range.
Yeah, you're back on the island. Yeah.
All right. Let me switch the combat music real quick. Sorry.
All right. While you do that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
All right.
I was gonna try to make it, but
Now I'm gonna punch it, and it's water.
Just roll all your attacks.
his AC is
13.
Yeah, 13 exactly.
I'm gonna beat it to death.
Yeah, just stab it, whack it,
Yeah, all of them.
pop it, twist it.
They all hit.
All right.
I rolled higher than 13 without the bonus.
By the way, did your monk weapon attack die increase? Did you look at that? Because we're level 10
No.
or whatever. It's still a D6.
Does it increase?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of
It
the.
still says unarmed strike 1d6.
Yeah, because I made a monk to sub in for our other campaign, and we were also level 10, and it was a D6.
It was still a
I didn't
D6. I don't
yeah,
remember
I didn't
where
even
it.
know it went
I
up.
don't remember where it bumps up. It might be a little bit higher level than I was thinking. But yeah, it increases. It's your way of staying
Yeah.
efficient in
yeah.
combat when other martial classes are getting drastically, better in terms of extra attacks and other abilities to give them damage.
Like I do 5d6 to my sneak attack.
Yeah.
And that's counted as. Was it?
11th is when you go up to a D8.
Damn it.
Yeah. We're close.
Did we level up last episode? We went to 10,
We
right?
went
From
to
9?
10
Okay.
from 9.
We did that during the stream.
Correct.
That's right.
How many hit?
All of them. I'm going to roll my
Hell
damage,
yeah.
don't worry. 15, 21, 28 points.
That's
To the one that's already there?
Yeah.
Describe how you kill that water guy.
All right. I let Raz know where I'm going. I point
You're having
back.
a great time, right?
Raz just, waves the tentacle at me to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I shout a
I
step
don't
60
care.
feet. I pop up out of the water. Hey! And I just stab into it twice and then bah! With my open fist.
Punch him as hard as you can
On
in the
the
back of the
punch,
head.
you watch as the form of this creature just sprays out into a mist.
I would love to actually do that. Like, you just hit something in water, just.
First.
That's cool as shit.
I used to do that as a kid. I would be in the pool and I would throw water up with one hand and I would
And
smack it with
Yep.
the other.
Same.
Would you? I would always use two hands to create the,
Yeah, I mean,
the
I genuinely did that
sploosh.
shit
That
also.
smack. You know what I'm talking about?
Especially when you clap down and you get the elevation.
Oh,
That's what I was
yeah,
just
yeah.
saying, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, your childhood was horrible.
Apparently, I just never
How many
played in
times?
water correctly.
I grew up in a lake, man. We did a lot of stuff in water.
I mean, we just had a pool, and my favorite thing was doing whirlpoals. We would just
Oh, yeah, that
swim
shit is the
around.
best!
You know, you
Fun,
can't
man.
do that in a lake.
Yeah, I bet not, man.
They're too big.
I just did the thing where you.
Every day, his parents watched him just strut around
Tom's
the whole
really
fucking
tiring
lake.
himself out again.
I did the thing where you pull your hair forward and then you come up out
The
of the
whip?
water and put it back, and you just have like this big.
You got the Martha Washington in there.
Sam, that just didn't work with me because my hair was very short. But,
You're a
I
cat.
had very
Okay.
long hair as a child.
yeah, so
Very
I
dead.
beat the shit out of it.
Very dead.
Very good. Great.
Um,
It's dead. I punched it.
So
you were saying
then,
Zafira did that.
Oh, my mic is off. Oops.
Oh, now it'll be me again. So you watch after you do that, and you just collapse one into nothing. Another begins to rise from where that one was.
Hey there, you speak common?
You flirting?
Yeah.
Flirting with the.
Maybe I am.
I don't blame you. They're pretty.
Does it speak? Thieves can't.
Tom, from where you are, you now hear heavy footsteps falling onto the stone inside of the hut.
That's pretty sick.
This water thing rises from the surface of the water and looks around, seeing you where near the edge of the water and the other one that just got punched to death. It is going to go ahead and attack at White Claw with one of its watery tendril grabby jaws.
Hit me.
That is going to be a 17 to hit.
Sure does not.
Doesn't?
No.
Sweet. Okay.
My AC is very high.
So the water tentacle just
It's
narrowly
18. It
whips
is.
past you. You hear the crack of the
Yeah, I just-
water against at like a whip next to your ear. You dodge it. All right. With that, we go to it's an 11. It's me again.
Let's go get some Philly stuff.
Now you hear and see the door swing open.
It was already open.
It would
It
have
was a
swung
saloon
itself
door?
shut. Yeah, it would have swung itself
Oh,
shut.
it would
So-
have bounced back. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So you see it swing open. Did you hold your action until your next turn here, right? Cool. So
Wait, what?
yeah, you
I literally just opened the door and waited. That was my whole thing. I opened the door stealthily and waited outside of it.
and then held his action until the door opened. So now
Because there was nothing for
Now
me
the
to do
door is-
during my turn, but I heard shuffling in the house.
and you watch as you didn't see you watch as a person who looks very similar in armor walks out from the hut. Similar in armor to the person
Who
one of
you
the
guys
people-
all floating?
Yeah, one of the people you see floating walks out from the hut.
Sick. So I'm right there, right? So
And you held your action until someone walked out.
yeah, I'm
So-
definitely gonna. hit him with my rapier and then use my bonus action to swing my dagger at him as well.
Okay.
But I do have sneak attack even though there's no one around him. The fact that there's no one around him gives me sneak attack thanks to being a swashbuckler.
Cool.
Which is a weird thing to do.
That's very strange.
Yeah, it is a really weird action. It's a really weird trait. What is it called?
So you got
Always
that
have
fancy
advantage
footwork.
on your attack rolls.
He doesn't require an ally to be within 5 feet or advantage on the attack to have
To satisfy sneak
satisfy
attack.
sneak attack.
Badass.
Yeah, it's called Rakish Audacity. It also adds my charisma modifier to my initiative rolls.
That just seems insane. It seems really, really good.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, it depends on party composition.
That's
and
true. I
things
guess
things like this, where I'm summoning an infinite amount of pets. Like,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
but it's more for that. I
ability
guess.
to disengage, attack and disengage without anything actually like being there around.
I mean, it's also like think about the name for a swashbuckler. It's when you're on like a large galleon, you're not always going to be near an
Sure.
ally. You're
Right.
doing more one-on-one combat as your boat is being boarded. So it's like you're like I
You're
have
like,
this. You know, when you get like your boat hooked and you know someone's boarding, you are like I have this one, and you murk whoever
Right.
boards
Right.
your boat.
That's neat.
so that's 18.
Yeah, it's from Sword Coast because Sword Coast is on a coast.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
And it's rapier plus 9. 28?
28
No,
hits.
27.
27.
27 hits?
27 does not hit. 28,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
That 27.
Alright. So that is 1d8 plus 5 and then 5d6. So I'll do the 1d8 plus 5 first.
And that's piercing.
Yeah, that's 6 piercing altogether.
Okay.
And then 5d6. So. Oh, that sucks. 7. What is that? 7 plus 5 is 12, 14.
14 damage.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh, sorry, my rapier was the plus 5, so the 1d8. Oh, no, I did that. Yeah, it was a 1. Yeah, 6. That sucks. Oh, yeah, and I did my second attack, which I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm. With your dagger. Yep.
Yeah, nat 1.
Nat 1.
Yeah, with my dagger.
Um.
I'm really good, guys. I'm a really good rogue.
As you stab in, so you hit him with your rapier first. You stab him with the rapier first, and as he turns, you're swinging with the dagger, and he catches your arm. He's going to make a strength check to see if he grapples you against your AC. That's a 19.
Yeah, he grapples me, dog.
Okay, so he's going to grab onto your hand, and he's going to continue moving. He's going to move closer to the water. He's going to
pulling me-
He's
he's
going to
pulling
make
me.
a strength check to pull you.
Do I have to make a strength check against that?
Sure do.
Okay.
Is it in that one?
No, it's a 4.
Okay, well, his hand slips off because he did roll in that one. So he goes to pull you along, and because you just
I was
came,
swimming, yeah.
his hand slides off, and he just continues going the way he was going. He jumps to. We killed one of the water weird people, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So he's going to continue moving and move to the water weird, the water serpenty thing, and you watch as he mounts it.
Oh,
You can do that?
He can.
I
They
wanna-
can.
I like
I
that.
want to do
I
that.
want to do that. I agree.
I can't wait till I conjure elementals and ride my elementals.
Can you do that?
I don't know. It's almost like someone else is a coward.
Damn. You guys know my mom's maiden name is Coward?
Yep.
It's pretty fucked up, man. Don't put her on Sarah's level,
It's,
alright?
it's my turn. I finally get to go.
It's your turn.
Oh god, I don't even know what to do now. It's been. I didn't even know if I was gonna get a turn this
Something
round.
cowardly.
Why is that? Oh, cool. So I haven't gone, so I don't actually know where I am. I'm on the island.
You were still
I
swimming.
don't know where I am.
This was a while ago. It's been a while since I was swimming. Because I was
This
swimming.
is all within the 6 seconds, though, of this
Right.
round of combat.
No, but I was coming in with.
You landed before Fizzlewick. So if Fizzowick
Yeah.
landed, she would have also
Okay.
landed.
Yeah,
Like this,
so-
because we
so yeah,
waited
you-
for him to come and stab this dead guy, so I would have gotten there in that
Yeah,
time
you would have
frame.
gotten there. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can be on the island. Yeah.
So I've just been standing around waiting this whole time. It's how far out are these creatures? Into the
From where
water?
you are?
From the edge of the.
Within
Oh, they're
10
right on the
feet.
shoreline, aren't they? Yeah.
Within 10 feet. Because its reach on its attack is only 10 feet, and it just attacked at White Claw, so it would be within 10 feet.
Is it within 5 feet?
I'd say within 5 and 10. Well, it had to be close enough for the dude to get onto it, so yeah, I'd say within 5 feet, sure.
All right, then I'm gonna cast. For my action, I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance.
Okay.
Nice.
Appreciate it. Like what you're doing.
Nice.
I don't-
That's
I
solid.
can't. I had an idea, and it's just whatever.
It just.
It's
yeah,
gone.
I hate when that
something
happens. man.
about. I keep forgetting the name of the god.
Akadi?
Akadi. Something about Akadi's might, or yeah, something like that. Something real good.
I would like to say something.
Hey, ugly.
Fucking.
Something nice.
I would like to say the coolest thing.
I
Just
don't.
that.
I don't
One of
know
my
what it
students
is.
killed someone today using vicious mockery, and they just said, "Hey, stupid!"
Big same.
I was like, "That was nice, dude. That was fucking solid. They're dead."
They both make con saves, right? If you're casting Word of Radiance.
Yeah, what happens with Word of Radiance? Sorry,
Yeah, they make con saves.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast this thing and say something cool.
Yeah,
That's my turn.
guys, I'm real good at D&D. I'm really good at this. I promise.
The Water Weird rolled a nat 1.
Yes.
Is that the?
That's the serpent.
Snake
Okay.
one.
Can we get a hashtag very good in the
And then
chat,
it's an
please? Thank
8
you.
on the other.
Those both fail.
We're good.
Both fail?
Yes.
Oh, it was con, right? Sorry.
Yep.
I'm sure it still fails, but let me just check his stat block. He's got a 2 to con, so that's a 10. So it probably still fails.
All right, so they both take 10 points of radiant damage.
The one takes 20 because he crit. He nat 1. So I'll say that he takes double.
Okay.
So you said 10? Mm-hmm. Okay. So he's going to be at this. Nope, he's going to be at that, rather. And then, okay, cool.
And then they're both still standing.
Yes. I will say the dude in the armor. No, he's not bloody yet. Sorry.
Okay.
Never mind.
Then I'm also gonna cast.
Oh, it stopped.
Song was
Spiritual
fucking
weapon.
That was the jam at the end, man. That was a bop. Spiritual weapon.
Yep.
Okay.
So my cat head
Cat head.
appears, and is gonna make an attack at the. What's the guy called? Does he have or the armor
Greg.
guy?
Something
Greg.
nice.
Make an attack at Greg.
Steve.
Every time that you mention your cat head, I imagine like a vaporwave, like 3D model of a cat head,
Yeah.
and that's what's attacking.
Yeah.
Is his
basically.
name Buffle?
If you muffle my armor, I'll buffle your table.
Guys, it's fish. He looks like fish.
Hell
Yeah.
That cat you got killed? I'm an octopus,
You're an
I can't
octopus.
say.
Yeah. Don't
What
even
about that friend you guys got killed?
18.
I
Two
didn't-
friends.
I didn't
18
get Nikolai
hit.
killed at all.
Hits.
Soot and Nikolai got themselves killed.
That's true.
True.
I'll
So
stand-
your big cat head bites at
Yeah,
Greg.
look at it.
and that's
What's the guy called? Greg.
Yeah, right? Fuck it. Greg.
Gregory.
That's it.
Very fancy.
Greg is short for
that's
Sarah.
gonna be 6 points of force damage.
6 points.
Force. Yep.
Nice. Okay. Cool. So your cat bites into him. You see, I think then probably, right? Definitely then. And you see him beginning to just bleed water.
It's very good news.
He's leaking.
Leaking. It's great.
And that's your turn, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
I'm gonna stand on the edge of the island.
Nice. I like it. Sorry, John. Your apes should have gone before her, but
That's fine.
they're floating in bubbles toward. Do
Yeah.
you want them to take any action? Or just
Oh
keep
yeah,
floating?
100%. I want to pelt everything with rocks.
They're in bubbles above the surface of the water. I don't know if they'd have rocks.
They can get out of the water
Fair enough. Okay, yeah. So you can have them
and
swim
then
out.
land on the stony island and pick up some rocks.
There you go.
And
Okay.
then throw 16 rocks at Zafira.
It's almost like he didn't change what he was gonna say.
Excuse me?
All right.
Roll.
AC
Well, I
is
forgot you already
16.
took 16 rocks.
No, you only took 6. Not all 16 hit.
Not all of them hit.
on the dice chat. Oh.
What?
Look at just the first 3 20s.
No one wants to mention how it wasn't supposed to be a TPK
ones,
tonight,
though.
but now John's gonna kill the whole party.
It's just me.
No, he's gonna start with you and realize that he's a bloodthirsty fucking monster.
That,
and Fizzlewick will limp out of here.
Also, she.
Excuse me. She. I didn't say John, I didn't say Raz.
Yeah, but you're talking about Rat.
And that's Zafira?
No,
I'm not.
I will strike the water weird and the other man,
Okay.
dealing a fair amount of damage.
Yeah, roll your damage. You're attacking the water weird first.
Yes.
I'm sure you're gonna kill it. But
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
You got
7,
3 nat
8,
20s.
9.
You're welcome to throw
9,
one at
10,
me.
11
if
will
that,
hit. One of the crits?
whichever one you want. Go for it.
it'll be the nat 1.
You just catch it and you go eat it.
I mean, rocks.
Oh my.
It's rock candy.
Pretty sure it's just a rock. You might think it's rock candy.
For 76.
All right. Give me a minute here. Wow. That's literally double the health that it had left.
Good.
So you clearly killed the water weird. And yeah, that's enough left over. And as your apes just continue just throwing rocks at this island, it also connects into the man in the armor, and you see him fall dead from, as the water weird collapses below him, you see him as well fall into the water dead.
I'm just gonna raise 2 of my tentacles out from the water and just clap.
There we go. Alrighty. So yeah, everything in this room is dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk into the hut.
Okay.
I was gonna say shed, and I was like, that's not the right word.
Alright, so you walk into the
hang
hut.
out in the shed real
Yeah. Take a look around, and anything in there that looks appealing? Should I do an investigation check?
No, you're fine. It's a simple hut. I mean,
Sick, cool, because I got a -1. I don't want to do that.
you see 2 hammocks made from fishing nets, as well as crude, dilapidated, and broken weapons, clothing, and belongings. Nothing stands out as being immediately valuable.
Can I sift through the piles of broken weapons and old clothing? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's just weapons and clothing. It's in close proximity to water, so you see all the weapons are significantly rusted. The clothing is all matted and
Damp.
shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of moldy.
So in the area
There's
in
2
which
cots,
I...
right? And there's one
2
dead
hammocks.
2 hammocks, and there's one dead guy in the water and another guy who just died.
Yeah, they're all in the water.
Okay, well, it seems like they were probably clear to be in here. If anyone needs to take a long rest or anything like that. Anyone need a rest? I'm chilling.
Chilling.
Sick.
haven't taken any damage.
You could have taken a lot more.
Oh, Mr. Fizzlewick. I pulled the skin out of mine. Do you want this?
Do I still have the bag? I'll open the bag.
There you go.
Frisbee it in there.
Oh,
Skin
no.
drum.
No.
All right.
So for where I was swimming, were there any other exits out of this area?
Yeah, so in this room, the exits you see from where you are, You are in 16. You see a corridor begins at the southernmost point in this room.
Okay. The only exit?
Aside from the one you came in.
Yeah.
You watch as, all the apes came out of the orb, so they're all gone now.
Yep. So, yeah, I would, with my tentacles out, beckon for my apes and have my apes enter the water and begin swimming towards me. And
Okay.
I'll start swimming towards the corridor, towards the south.
Cool. So
I'm gonna
once
yell the word nothing out of the hut to try to convey that there's nothing in here to
Yeah.
see,
Fair
and I
enough.
can't form that sentence.
So as Raz, you begin to swim along, as you get closer, you hear the sound of a rushing waterfall, and you do see there's a waterfall ahead of you leading into the next room.
I thought you said the word waterfall at the beginning of this. And
Yeah,
said
for
no.
It's been said.
the roar.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah, I would attempt to do the same with using my wet suckers. Hold the sides of the wall.
Alrighty, let's see what we got here. So yeah, I'll say you're practiced enough. You can just do it, and you're fine.
Okay, very good.
And I would.
Do it one time.
appreciate
You're a
it.
fucking master.
Yeah, you know.
That's
How hard
Raz.
could it be? An island rises from a lake at the epicenter of 3 roaring waterfalls. Flutes of rose, ivory, and lavender coral fringe the island. Above the island floats a gigantic, shimmering globe of water. Smaller globes of water emerge from it, drift outward, and hover in the air a few feet above the surface of the lake. The ambient light reveals the cavern ceiling, 80 feet above the island, and hung with countless stalactites. Sorry, I'm just
No,
reading
you're good.
along here. On the island, you see a water elemental. You've
Okay.
seen them before, so you would be able to recognize them.
Okay.
You see a water elemental and 3 crocodiles. I'm sorry, they're not on the island. They're circling it, rather.
The crocodiles are circling.
Mm-hmm. As well as, give me 1 minute, because I got to look up a description of this guy.
And then when you're done, I'll just want to know the dimensions of the island and how far away from it I am.
Okay.
I mean,
Gotta grab them.
see if I don't know if that one's worth it with 3 crocodiles in the water. I feel like me pulling something in and then I get
Sure.
attacked by 3 crocodiles is not ideal.
We'll do the stab and stab.
I'm gonna hang out here and let my 16 apes murder everything with their big rocks.
That's fair.
It's 9 apes, wasn't there, or 10?
No, they were all able to take orbs.
Oh shit! All 16 apes took orbs.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Just only.
Yeah, I
9
was
of
doing the
them can
math
breathe
for
under.
for whether or not they could just
That's-
straight breathe
Well,
underwater.
but when they were in the orbs, they were in water. That was the whole thing, wasn't it?
Sure. I mean,
You
in
could
terms of
breathe-
the journey, though, suffocation is something that doesn't set in that quickly.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
of the number of rounds that their con mod would have them breathe, they minimum are 2 rounds. And then even if they start to drown, it's you hold your breath for a minute.
You're good. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay.
What? There's no guy.
No, there's definitely a guy. So yeah, I was just gonna say, like I said, I didn't prep for y'all to go this way.
Yep.
I was just gonna see if you guys, I don't want to end early, but for the sake of like building up to this, because this is gonna be a significant. This isn't gonna be just a regular fight. This is effectively another boss fight.
Okay.
Okay.
So just for the sake of, one, me being able to make sure I can play it the way it should be and not have to scramble through and drag it out. I didn't want to end early, but
That's okay. I
Yeah.
mean, that happens.
just for the sake of, you know,
that's fine.
keeping this
You're
going.
the DM.
Yeah.
That's entirely up to you.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
say,
cool with it.
I'll give you guys a description of what you see on this island as you come in, and then we'll end there for the week.
Cool.
So you see a humanoid man, is man, right? See, that's why, again, man, like,
Turns out it's 14 pillars.
Yeah, right?
okay. So, yeah,
70 statues.
it is indeed a man. And do you remember Bootstrap Bill from Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yes!
With like seashells on his
Yeah!
head and
Barnacles.
shit? That's this guy's head.
Love
Cool
it.
Bill.
Love
As
it.
you look closer, you see he does not have both of his arms.
Tentacles.
He's got a normal arm, one normal arm.
Cannon.
The other is a crab claw.
Yes. Oh. Fuck yes, we're taking it.
Who are you, that guy from fucking Holes? I can fix that.
So as Raz, you catch yourself, you see that, I'll say, we have time before you guys interact with him, but up until the point that you guys interact with him, that's where, once the interaction begins, that's where we'll end it, yeah.
Okay. So in terms of the size of the island, for what I can see, it's distance away from me, and then again, I'm assuming the waterfall's the same 40-foot height?
Yeah, waterfall is 40 feet. The island from where you are, oh boy. So I guess technically, well, you have dark vision, so you might be able to. 1, 2, 3,
Anxiety.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 120 feet.
Is away from me?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, honestly, I can't see that.
Okay.
If this is truly dark, like for the room,
It's dim lit.
If it's dim light, I can see at disadvantage if you want me to roll for the perception check at that distance.
Okay, yeah, roll for the perception check. I'm sure you'll roll high enough that it'll...
15 is the lower of the two rolls.
Yeah, so you clearly see all those features.
Okay.
Awesome. I'll have to do it again then. It's that far away from you. It's 120 feet away from you. In terms of dimension, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 120 feet around is the circumference.
Okay.
Of the island? Or
Yes.
of the enclosure?
If you started here and walked this way, it's 120 feet.
Okay. So...
Radius of 60?
Yeah.
Math.
Well, not quite, no.
No.
that's not how circumference
Diameter
works.
is...
No, it's
Oh,
circumference.
diameter,
Yeah,
you're
it's
right, that's my
circumference, not
bad.
diameter, yeah.
Yeah. So radius of the island
See you
then
guys.
is from center to one end, or if you'd rather just give
10
diameter.
feet at the most.
Wow, so it's very narrow.
That's thin as fuck.
So here, I'll just, because I don't have
It's like a tube.
And
Yeah.
again, I'll have a map for
Okay.
next week as well.
Okay, sweet.
But that's the island right there.
Oh, wow.
So it's pretty small. I mean, from one end to another, it's 40 feet from one
Oh,
end.
the
and
water's
30.
120 feet. I
Yeah,
thought you
if
said
you
the
were to-
island was.
Yeah,
Okay,
if you were
I
to
see.
start here and walk this way, it's
Okay.
120
I see.
feet.
That's
Okay.
why I was
I got
asking
it.
what I was
Okay.
asking.
So-
That's a neat map. I like that map.
Yeah, I was
It's
just
a
gonna
really
say,
cool
it's
map.
not what I had in my head. Though.
Not at all.
on.
But I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Fair.
you guys started here, you went up here, and then went down this way.
Oh, that is a cool map.
I would fucking
No,
love
we
that
missed a
map.
lot of stuff.
It's okay.
It's gone now.
We can always go
It's in the
back.
past.
Oh,
I mean, we
I'll-
fell down
I'll
waterfalls.
go
It's been
eat.
hard to go back.
I can go back anywhere.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I go up, throw a rope down, we're good to go.
Dude, I'll just
Alright.
front flip up it and get plus 13 up the waterfall. It's fine. I know how it works.
No problem.
So yeah, you see all of that. I'll say you all, you're far enough away that he's not going to sense you where you are. So the rest of you, would you like to? You're probably swimming toward the waterfall, watching Raz take off, right?
Yeah, I'd be following with Raz.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
my
yeah,
apes are also swimming on the way.
Yeah.
I'll say you all descend down into the water there.
They're doing like the breaststroke.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So is there anything y'all would like to do before you make your way to this island?
Does anyone would give it like an inspirational like halftime speech?
I'm not a bard.
I'm an octopus.
Yep.
So there is
So no.
nothing around the perimeter of the room in terms of like landings for where I could stand at a distance and just
Not that I can see. No.
Okay.
And
Just
if there
picture
is, it's
two
a
octopus
considerable
legs.
distance away.
away. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well, you said the circumference of the area is 120 feet.
Yeah.
Delicious.
You're gonna wall suction?
I mean, no. I'm going to end up doing something dramatically different. It'll be fine.
I'm sure.
Can I
it's fine.
dive into the water?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull you.
You swim off the waterfall and then you form yourself into a dive and dive in.
My
I don't want
cat
to go down
does.
pretty far.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah. How deep does the water go?
I feel like you wouldn't be able to judge that from that height, would you?
I just
We
dove
went
in.
down.
Oh, you guys both did?
I'm going
Fuck.
down. Yeah, absolutely.
Same.
Wow. It is 20 feet deep at the cave perimeter,
Okay.
5 feet deep within 10 feet of the island.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay.
So within
it's
10
just
feet of
pretty
the island,
shallow
you
as
can
fuck,
walk.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll jump down the waterfall with them.
Cool.
Is that an acrobatic or is it just...
You're fine.
Yeah.
You're just swimming down it.
We're getting pretty good at jumping down waterfalls is what you're saying.
You're killing it, yeah.
Don't go chasing waterfalls though.
So as you all land in this pool,
I ain't no scrub.
everybody roll me a d6.
3.
6.
4.
5.
3, 6. You got 6?
I got 6.
Great.
You're
I
dead.
knew 6 wasn't the good one. I knew it.
As you swim down deeper in the water before you come to the surface.
I want to settle at the bottom.
Okay, yeah, you can settle at the
Yeah.
bottom. Perfect. While you're there, I'll say you have your eyes closed. Once you hit the bottom, you blinked for a second, and in that blink, this is going to happen.
Oh, aboleth friend.
That's a yes.
So, no, you don't see that.
Yet.
You see, first,
2 aboleths.
Sitting in a tree.
First, you're greeted the vision of a room that it's got just a central island similar to the one you're in. Through the water looms a colonnade. I don't know what that is.
Wait, what? So, I blink.
And this
You see
you're
this
granted a
vision.
vision.
Oh.
You're getting a vision. yeah.
Cool, cool.
Cool.
So you see through the water looms a colonnade supporting an arched pediment
Yeah,
A
it's
row
like
of
rock
columns
and
supporting a roof.
Yeah, celestial colony.
above a
Remember
large
that?
above a large portico.
What are these words?
Colony?
I know. Behind the colonnade is a pair of stone doors, graven with a relief of a circular saw-toothed maul.
Who
Maul.
wrote
Maul,
this?
not maul.
Portico is a porch, like the front of a
Why don't
college.
they just write that?
It's like it's the front of a college.
Yeah.
There's a building down here, and there's a scary
so,
thing in it.
So college.
In it.
Like the
Yep,
the Lincoln Memorial.
At the southwestern end of the plaza, a set of curving stairs climbs above the water. You're then granted another vision, clearly different room. This room echoes with the roar of falling water, relief carvings of horrific mouths, each framed by a knotwork of oozing tentacles wrought in stone, adorn the slime-covered walls of this half-submerged shrine. Stairs lined with columns ascend from the water to a landing where a block of smooth stone serves as an altar. Chains snake from the base of the altar, ending in open rusty manacles.
Set something free.
Can you send this to me? Like just a picture
Yeah,
of
I'll
the
send you it.
text?
We're gonna be consumed.
I'll send you a picture of the redacted version of it.
Yeah, because I'm
It's like a
trying.
government
I
It's a lot.
don't, I don't know like
It's a
half
bunch
of
of
these.
blocks.
There's so much to redact.
yeah.
And honestly, it would be better if you just wrote down the 3 sentences.
Well,
sent-
the problem will be when you take a permanent marker and do that in the
In the
book.
book?
Oh no!
I sent it to Mike. I took a picture of it and like did that with a red marker to send him Iron Fang.
Gotta
If you have an
redact.
iPhone, you can just use the edit
Sticker,
feature.
yeah.
on it.
Yeah, that's what I do, and because I
Yeah.
have the stylus, I can like actually go through it. So then you get one more. Not done yet. You see in this room the slimy water that fills this cave flows through a hole in the east wall before plunging into the cavernous darkness beyond. Tall slime-covered columns ascend from the foul water. Each one is decorated with a mosaic depicting elves, dwarves, humans, and other races descending into the fanged maw of a three-eyed, tentacled horror at the base of the column. The monster's eyes glitter like gems. And that's where we're
Oh
with this
boy.
week. And I'll send you all that later.
Thank
I know
you.
Fizzle would like
Please,
gems,
yeah,
but this
I'd
quilt's way
appreciate
more
that.
metal.
Yeah.
Now keep in mind, this is only Zafira who's getting
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I just want to read it.
Oh, well,
so I
to be
can.
fair, we won't end it there. We'll say you swim back up to the surface hurriedly after that vision, probably. Yeah, and you join everybody else still in the water, but not underwater. Unless there was something you wanted to do while you were down there.
I mean, I was going to. I want to see what's at the bottom
Okay.
as well.
It's, cave floor.
Cave floor.
Yeah.
No, like seaweed or anything weird like
No,
that.
there's some of that weird oily residue stuff. You see some of that on the top of the water as you go in, but that's about it.
All right,
The thing's wearing suntan lotion, so.
Yeah.
I'll swim up
Okay.
to the party. And I mean, Zafira doesn't usually get super
Spooked?
frazzled by things, but she looks a little
Little frizzled.
frizzled.
There you
A
go.
little misfrizzled.
All right. Yeah, and
Where's
as
the bus?
We gotta go, kids.
There's a monster down there. I don't remember that episode.
I do.
There's a horror.
I'll ask everyone else. Did you see that?
See what?
What like the door creaking sound?
I'm an octopus.
and then right as you say that, and that's where we'll leave it for this
Right
week.
as you say, I'm an octopus. That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly. No, right as you say,
I'm an
did you
octopus.
see that? That's where we'll.
Okay. Very good. Chat, we're ending a little bit early tonight. Does anyone have any questions or comments about anything before we head out? We've got a couple minutes. If anybody has any questions or anything that they want to talk about for a few minutes, we'd be happy to. But yeah, if you're new here, make sure you follow so you can find us. Again, we play D&D 3 to 4 times a week, depending on the week. You can go to our website, notgreatrpg.com. We've got a schedule and all that fun stuff on there. We've got sponsors that you can check out and get discounts on fun tabletop-related things. As well as view our previous campaigns, read text recaps, and all that good stuff. Question, when will Ether steal White Claw's bones? It's a good question.
Ether doesn't steal bones.
I don't steal bones. I just take them when they're no longer needed. So if White Claw dies...
So like Nikolai's or Soot's bones are up for grabs.
Absolutely.
Adeption, thank you very much
Soot,
for the follow.
no.
Welcome to the Wanderer's Hideaway. I appreciate it.
He's Stone
He's
Boy.
made of stone.
Did Ether steal Soot's bones?
Thank you.
Probably.
That's right, he is
In
made of
some way, in
stone,
some
so
way.
he has no
He
bones.
doesn't have any bones.
True. Stone bones.
Stone bones.
Bone stone?
Bone stones?
I'm still so glad that I was the second silliest person in that situation.
We've already got Stone Man. Can't do that in that voice. That's the Grim Door.
Stone Man. What a campaign.
It was a good time.
You jerked off statues to get entrance to
I'll do it
city.
again.
Nikolai's bones are up
Listen,
for
you tell me
grabs
you
for
wouldn't
whoever
jerk off
wants
the
to take
statue you
his
get access to a
bones.
city? I would IRL. If you need me to, like, we need to get into a city.
me.
If we go to Gen Con and they tell me to jerk off a statue to get in, I'll do it. Like,
Wait, hold on.
it's just the way it is, man.
Yeah, where's the benefit or the negative to jerking off a statue besides you looking silly?
Yeah.
I'll jerk off a statue right now. Give me a statue.
Say no one.
Stat.
No 117. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Wanderer's
Can you do
Hideaway.
Thank
Can
you.
that happen?
Can I go?
I gotta go.
I need to leave.
But yeah, I appreciate CMS. Thank you very much for the bits this evening. I appreciate it, and
Thank
Eric
you.
for the sub as well. Yeah, we're gonna be starting 2 campaigns this summer. I'll be DMing one, DJ will be DMing the other. Both homebrews. We're both currently working. Please quote it. Thank you. Yeah. Just lock that in. Yeah, we're both working very hard on assembling our worlds. Well,
Nah, I'm working hard.
I know. I believe you. Yeah, we're working hard preparing for that, so that's going to be exciting. DJs, I don't know when yours is starting. Have we discussed that?
You said May or June, right?
I don't think May, probably June at
It's
the
based
earliest.
specifically inside the Lego world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do June.
Thank you.
We'll say June.
Yeah,
'cause you
June-ish.
Do you know if your work trip is canceled or
I have no idea.
you're not sure yet still?
I don't know if I'll know until very soon prior.
I'm gonna say probably.
Probably.
Health safety
For
clearance.
June?
My
For your
school
thing
might
to
yeah.
cancel.
close, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's a lot of schools in the area.
I just
Yeah.
found out that if my school does close, the TAs and teachers still get paid though because of Google Classroom. Because we can still provide our lessons.
You can still do it online.
Yeah, so
I'm so glad I
Forget
got out of
you,
school
kids.
before that was possible.
stupid nerds.
I have a question for Zafira.
Yes.
Would that 76 damage have killed you?
70.
Because I did 26 to you earlier, and that would have been 76. You would have been a 102.
That would. My max is 77.
I'm
Oh,
tankier than you.
Damn
Oh, that's a
close.
good feeling.
I'm 82.
For hit points, 81,
I'm 93,
93.
but I used that feat to give me 20 extra hit points.
What's your con mod?
Welcome, Estella Dinsmore.
two.
We just
Yeah, same.
ended. We're just
Yeah.
taking questions and things on
Did I,
the
like,
on
mess this up?
about anything before we head
For
out. We
your
ended a
roll
little
hit
bit early
points?
tonight, but
I
welcome.
don't think
Yeah,
I did.
if
We
y'all
had a very
have-
good time. Yeah, if anybody has any questions,
Yeah, if you got questions about my campaign, Don's campaign, Prince's,
yeah.
weather, astrophysics,
The weather's been nice.
Manage hit points.
sure.
I have rolled 61 out of my 10 rolls, so I'm averaging a 6 on my rolls.
Oh,
But that's with it.
I
That's
said, no, I think I must have messed it up, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
you're at fixed hit points. That's why your hit points are fucked.
What does that mean?
So
That means it auto.
yeah,
increases you.
it should be automatically increasing you just by the average, I believe.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
average.
that's what mine does.
Because like that's my thing is I've rolled 2 8s on my druid on my level ups.
Okay, that's fine then. Never mind.
I
Yeah,
rolled-
yeah,
gonna
you've just been taking the average.
Yeah, okay, that's
yeah,
fine.
so then you're fine.
have
I was making sure I
tendency-
didn't like set it levels ago
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
forget
sure,
and
sure,
not
sure,
update
sure.
it.
And I've also had 2 circumstances where I've rolled 1s on the druid level up for the hit points, and since we re-roll it, I've snap rolled 6s and 7s.
I have
So,
a
like-
tendency to roll ones and then be like, oh, cool, reroll 2.
2. Yep.
So,
Question to John: how much of a dick am I in Oshwamp CMS?
I mean, it's more that like your character is haughty and got an attitude about him, especially in terms of who he will deal with and how he treats newcomers,
Sounds
especially.
exactly like CMS.
Yeah, he's very unforgiving. So if you cross him, he, I guess, holds a grudge, and that is why for him the report of some customer robbing people, and that's his complaint. It's a genuine complaint for him.
We love you, CMS. We're gonna go see you next episode. It's very exciting.
Sure are.
I'm very excited.
You're just excited to see me interact with him.
I really am. I really am. It's because I hope it is as good as you interacting with CMS in chat and CMS like just strangling you to death. So I'm hoping that also
be fun.
occurs.
That's what I'm just happy. It's like episode 18, and we're finally going to a blacksmith.
Yeah, I know.
It's like,
It's
oh
taken
man,
so
you've had
long.
-2 AC for a while.
Yeah, it's been like 3 sessions I've
Yeah.
had minus AC.
luckily, we haven't really fought anything in a bit.
Yeah, I'm very
Yeah,
curious.
you guys have spent literally like 4.5 hours talking to Luna and Leo and Faye.
I'm very excited.
Getting
to meet
solid
your characters.
information, man.
I mean, yeah, like, and that's, you know, what one of the aspects that I've been harping on is wanting to make sure that revelations for information for how I'm trying to do it in Oshwamp, NPCs will give their perspectives on genuinely what they know, and if it's something that they don't, they might attempt to give you their thought process behind it, like when you asked Faye about the flowers, because she genuinely doesn't know.
Right.
Whereas she would have a thought to that, like in terms of a real person. Like, I think they would give you that type of answer of like, I don't fucking know,
hope
but
not,
like
CMS.
this is what I know flowers are gifted for.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's something where when I left the other night and I was still talking to Lawrence a little bit more in the driveway, like he asked as well, like, you know, how difficult is it to manage so many NPCs and their timelines? And like, that's why I said it's history. Knowing the history of where people go and when, that's why it's easier for me to be able to be like, yeah, she was taught by Delawin for the couple of years, and then her interactions with her family for leaving, she doesn't know anything of him beyond her teaching
Right.
outside of just basic rumors.
Yeah.
But no, it's fun. Not Lawrence. Not Lawrence is a good man.
Yeah, I'll be revealing something about my campaign on Friday. I have some knowledge that I can share with you all that
Thank
is
you, Leo.
going to be in the intro video anyway. So I'll give you a little secret ahead of time, which is
I
very
have
exciting.
so much art to do.
So much.
If I
Also,
had time, I would stream just me
Doing the art?
Doing the art.
I would watch the
but
shit out of that. Just for the record, on stream, I have to thank Luna 1 billion times over for providing me with many characters that we have not met, but specifically, uniquely for who we have met so far, Faye and Grace. There are several other characters that are integral to certain storylines of the campaign, and she was, you know, kind enough to permit me to utilize her characters.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Thank
Luna.
We like your characters.
Yeah, I mean, Faye and
At
Grace
least so
are.
far.
I mean,
I don't know who else you've got.
oh yeah, I
waiting
mean,
for us,
there's many people that I've been gifted, and some
Great.
of them have different thoughts about people like you guys.
Awesome. Peculiar?
Maybe, maybe.
It's gonna be a good time. Very excited.
No,
for
Luna
more.
did not provide her own Luna. I made that one. That was before. So I had thought about making a bunch of our NPCs based around characters that, you know, are consistent, wonderful supporters and friends of ours. And I made, I think, like 10-ish people into NPCs. And then when Don and I began playing in Luna's campaign and talking about playing in that. I had asked her previously, I want to say maybe like a month or so before that, whether or not she would be okay with me talking to her about some of the characters, because I just had so many fucking NPCs and like I was literally running dry and burning out, and I was like, I need genuinely good NPCs. I know you're good at making NPCs. Right. Are there any characters that you would want? Because like I don't want to just take these things from you. If you wanted them to be in Oshwamp, though, I would be like honored to have them at the table with all of us.
It's awesome.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love it. It's very strange trying to enter into the mind of something that someone else created. You know what I mean? Like, it's when she gave me Faye and Grace, for the ones that you guys have met, and gave me not only their details, but like their personalities. That's something where in any NPC that I have crafted, like, I know the mindset I was in when I made that character.
You know how they think, yeah.
Correct. Like, Luna giving me a character and saying, like, this is their temperament, this is their personality, these are, like, their kinds of motivations. I'm like, it's a very, I don't know, I guess, like, external sense of trying to be a little bit more empathetic.
Well, it's hard to just step into something that you didn't create and make sure that you don't... Like, if it's your own NPC, you can alter something if you think it fits, but if it's something that somebody else gave you, it's like, do I make the decision to make, like, a slight alteration, or do I give it...
and that's
exactly
been something
like
that, like, I've had to talk to
performance?
her about because of, you know, like, in the campaign that we play and that she DMs, like, Faye's arm is different.
Right.
I can't use the same thing that she has for the different singular arm.
Right.
I had to talk with Luna and say, like, hey, like, I have some other ideas that are going to keep conceptually the same idea behind what's going on, but I have to present that in a different way that, like,
different structure.
fits the world, and she was totally fine with it. Like, in the same way that, you know, the motivations of the characters have to be changed.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
No, it's fun.
It's good stuff.
Oshwamp's a lot of fun, man.
I'm glad.
I really enjoy
it. Despite all the threats of horror and death and, you know, people hunting Sarah and
why I like
someone genuinely wanting to drink your soul, like, there's...
I told Glenn when we started talking about it, I was like, no, Oshwamp is, to me, a psychological horror campaign. It just through and through is.
Yeah.
Like,
and that was, like, immediately what I wanted to pitch to everyone was isolation is what I'm going for. Like, that very...
claustrophobic feel.
Yeah, like the, you know, like in 1982, like The Thing is what I'm going for, where you guys are in an area in which you not only have to deal with the survival conditions, but you are also dealing with, you know,
external factors.
Yeah,
as well,
like you're not so much dealing with isolation now while you're in the city, but again, when you guys brought up the discussion of going out into the woods, that's where that isolation comes in, and the psychological horror that we've been going through so far has been brought upon by your interactions with characters. This will be, I guess, a little bit from like the cathedral and a few other environmental narrative portions. Going out into the woods alone in the fucking cold at night, I cannot wait for that shit.
That's true.
Because like that presence of mind of like, there are so many times where Kelsey and I will be driving late at night at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and we'll hit an area where there's no genuine ambient artificial light, and I will look out into the wild and go, that's the shit that they're putting themselves in, and
terrifying.
I can't fucking wait.
I'm so, like, as someone who, like, I don't watch horror movies.
Right.
I don't read, like, horror fiction. But for some reason, in a D&D campaign, like, it's...
Thrilling.
It's such a thrill. It's the only type of thrill I really gravitate towards is this, like, sense of impending danger, because I'm like removed enough from it.
Yeah, you know, it's not to you.
It's not to me, but I'm still wildly concerned for my character, for her well-being, for the well-being of the party, and I'm here to have a great story too. So there are sometimes points where something may not be a great idea, but it's an interesting idea. I mean, if nobody said on Tuesday, like, oh no, we'll, like, you shouldn't go out alone, we'll go with you, like,
I would have gone.
I might,
I wouldn't have let you go alone.
I probably would have gone.
Don't you worry.
I may have been talked out of it by someone, but my instinct was to go. And me, the player, knows that's a bad idea. Me, the player, also knows, like, something could happen, and no matter what, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Like, the choices I make, I want to make them with my character's safety in mind, but
Right.
I also have to think, what would she do?
Yeah, her mind.
And would it be interesting? I'm not going to make, like, some dumb,
Yeah,
boring
just because you think it
decision-making.
might have a cool
like,
outcome.
oh, I think maybe I want some bread. Let me go to Leo's by myself. Like, no. But let me go. I've now found, like, a safe place for my companion. Let me go retrieve her and
Yeah.
bring
Yes.
her.
Well, I mean,
Fighting, right?
that's why when you guys
Exactly.
have made decisions that do potentially put you in danger, like there have been situations where each of you, like you obviously with the compelled duel, like that was just, I mean, I don't think though that is remotely like a decision that feels outside of Nesgrim.
No,
like,
that's definitely
that
what
feels
yeah.
100% accurate to how Nesgrim, I think, in that moment would have
He wouldn't have-
disregarded his own safety to protect his injured companions.
Yeah, and even if he did recognize like how much of a threat it was, he would like it would have been a matter of he didn't know better. If it attacks somebody else, that's better than attacking me.
Sure.
He would have gone, oh well, it's already hit me. So even if it is a threat, it's already hit me.
Yeah.
So he would have taken. Yeah. That was a really weird thing because I knew that was extremely likely to kill Net. That's why it took me so long to get to I cast Compelled Duel. It's because I was trying to rationalize it outside of Nesgrim would do this. I was like, why would Nesgrim not do this?
Correct.
And couldn't think of anything. I was like, well, fuck, that's what he's gonna do then. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean,
And while it might have been the death of him, it 100% would have been the death that Nesgrim wanted. Like that would have been the scenario in which he wanted to die, not how he wanted to die. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
My
that-
hope is just that, I guess, Ritora specifically can change his mind about throwing himself into those kinds of situations. Like, oh, darn, she's gonna kill herself trying to keep me alive at this point.
That's true. Yeah, and that's definitely something he's thought about. Is like that was part of the thematic. Like after he died and realized, like, oh, this is a lot more dangerous than I thought. I'm trying to play him more carefully now, but still a little.
Yeah, along the
Naive.
same
represent
lines.
like
Yep.
the naivety that he would genuinely have from how he lived.
Right.
I mean, I think that that's also appropriate in how your character has dictated information about themselves. Like that's another thing that Lawrence and I discussed is that, you know, Ether and Ritora both have this like noble sense of innocence. Nesgrim is this naive protector who's just willing to do whatever he thinks is best for the individuals around him.
Yep.
And, you know, it's something where he brought up, like, how Yalum Lo is also in a similar mold and how even just the conversations, like, I know how Paul keeps bringing up, he's dressed in all, you know, black and, like, never shows us, like,
Yeah.
what he looks like. And he talks about killing people in the night like he's clearly a murderer. That's how Lawrence is portraying the character. And I think that that's interesting that you guys are so much more comfortable around him and Paul
Is immediately
distrusting of like there is visually something that is concerning to me about this character and now I don't trust because of that, whereas you guys have made more a decision based on his actions and what he's
Right.
Yeah, I
he's
mean-
said and how he's been with you.
Well, I think a lot of the thing is Paul is also very good of about separating the character from the person playing the character. Whereas, like, he knows that Lawrence is probably not going to kill him, but he doesn't know that Yalumlo won't.
Right.
I mean,
And-
we also, when we first met Yalumlo, at least I know Ritora was very cautious of him.
Yeah, I answered the door with a sword in my hand.
Yeah,
I
we,
mean,
we all pointed weapons at him. But at that point, it still blows my mind that only a few days have passed. But at that point, we'd been through enough with him that if we didn't trust him at this point,
Yeah, we were never going to.
what,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, in the last 2 days with him, you have done so many things,
Yeah.
and they have been treacherous, terrifying things, and
Significant things,
he
yeah.
has stood by you.
right.
Felix was not there for those
Yeah.
things, and you guys, you know, retroactively indicating like, hey, he fucking helped us,
Right.
like in these terrifying situations. That's why he, to us, has our confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even a week.
Yeah, it's not even been a week.
It's been
CMS.
like
They
5
are on the
days,
4th day.
Fourth day.
As far as the overlapping adventures question, Don?
Yeah, that's what I was going to answer next before we end. So currently our schedule is Tuesday we have the City of Oshwamp. Wednesday we have Princes of the Apocalypse. Friday is something 3 times a month.
Board
and then
games or something.
board games, other one-shots, stuff like
Me
that.
sitting here eating a jar of peanut butter.
Yeah, that is one
In
of them.
silence.
I was not involved for that stream.
Oh, you wouldn't be. It's just me and a jar of peanut butter.
Yeah, it's just we're not even here. I just sit in the office and monitor it
Wait, I
from
was here when
afar.
we talked about that. I lied.
Yeah.
I was here for that.
And then Sunday, my campaign is technically over. We have one more episode where we're doing an epilogue, not this weekend, but next weekend. And then we'll probably be doing some one-shots, and Sarah and I are going to be doing some Animal Crossing streams on Sunday nights for those until the summer when our schedule shifts a little bit, and I'll be taking the Friday slot. DJ will be taking the Sunday slot, and then Wednesday will be fireside chats and other stuff
Board games,
when we
miscellaneous.
when we have some time.
Wednesday will be the new Friday.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because we're going to shift stuff around. So, but yeah, hopefully that answers your question. And welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your stay if you do choose to join us.
If we do other things on Wednesdays, couple of couples will have to be me and another person.
I know.
I'll have to.
Oh, Mr. Nesca.
I'll have to start.
Yeah, at
getting
least
that
Does
until,
Kelsey
at least
have-
until
I
she's
got
done
someone who's free
school.
on Wednesdays.
Right, yeah.
That's- I can put on a wig, man. I can live just like I here.
Does Does
You know,
Kelsey
now
have
I
school
wanna
into
see
the
that so
summer
bad.
or no?
It would
What did you say? I
depend.
wanna
She
see that so
concludes
much now.
mid-June. I think
DJ,
like the
you give me a
17th
wig.
or so.
I'll wear
so
one whenever.
It
Yeah,
would
it
just
might
be
line up.
yeah.
Yeah.
It would just be like
On
maybe
stream,
1
off
to 2
stream.
of the months
Yeah.
that were
Course.
on that timeline.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it'll still be something where eventually she'll be good.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll
We'll get there
settle
eventually.
everything out. Is John changing? It's John changing chairs constantly to date himself.
I mean, we have genuinely talked about me running a campaign
Where
where
it's
like
just you and you?
it's
Yeah.
just
You.
me and me. Like, you know,
I mean,
Who would win?
that's just an audiobook.
I
It's
feel
just-
like I feel like yeah, it is that immovable object and unstoppable force
Yeah.
just colliding where
Yeah.
I would know what I'm trapping myself with. I would think outside of that box and then again think counterproductively to that.
Yep.
It would truly be
an
a
experience.
3-hour experience of nothing would happen because that's how the player wins because there's no threat or
Yeah,
danger.
you'd be sitting in the middle. You'd be sitting in the tavern and never leave the tavern, not speak
Correct.
to
And
anyone.
even if you were
wouldn't
trying
drink.
to play, you'd be sitting there just so wrapped up in thought by trying to work around yourself. It would be 3 hours of John just staring here, meditating, just
Interesting.
I still want to
Which
have
I think there's a market for that.
probably.
Probably, honestly,
I
especially
want-
if it's John.
a Raz fight. Like,
Just throw
Like-
monsters at me?
yeah, I just want to see how long
I-
Raz can go.
At this point, at 10, I wonder what is the highest CR. It also, I think, would depend on like what kind
Thank you
of
very
monster
much for
it
the follow. I
is.
appreciate you.
Simply because, like, at this point, with being able to conjure at a 5th level, having the magical attacks to override resistances,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, like it's something where 16 like 1/4 CR monsters with what I have, like I feel like I can probably solo. Like, you're not supposed to be able to solo something at your CR. You're supposed to be able to. If
Well,
we are,
I feel like at level 10 you could still solo like a CR like 15.
I feel like I would have to get incredibly lucky, and I would have to be playing in a strategic area in which I would be able to take advantage of the environment. I think in a heads up like gladiatorial coliseum
Right.
in which it's just straight up open area, me and sand. I don't know though. Like it's a situation where it genuinely boils down to the die roll for initiative, and that's why I multied into Warcaster.
Just for the +7.
It's my int mod, so it's the +4. So that's why I have the +8 for
Right.
the initiative bonus. Is I know should I ever genuinely be put into a situation where any of these party members did feel so offended or aggravated by something that I did that they want to declare hostilities on me, I will go first, I will murk them, and they won't get an action.
And they'll back down.
I
correct.
would never.
I mean, I was a hair trigger away from just straight murdering you. like, of all the things to call Raz after what she just did with Ogremock,
That's true.
calling her coward now after she takes the bandages off, that is particularly from you in a non, like, I don't know, teasing way. That was the most aggravating thing you could have called her.
I mean, it was a teasing way from me, at least.
And that's
but
why she hit you with rocks. Because
And
that's her
didn't-
teasing.
Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
you're going to call me a coward. Ha.
Yeah.
And I'm not even trying.
Exactly. And that's why, like, when it was the threat of, oh, we're in combat, you think you're safe, your life is in my hands. At all times, I control your life.
And on that terrifying note,
Anyway, friends, thank you very much for watching tonight. We'll see you Friday for some stuff. Yeah, so thank you guys very much. I appreciate you. If you're new here, don't forget to follow. We'll find you next time. We won't find you.
we'll
find us.
we will all find you. We're
We
gonna
will
find
find
you.
you.
We
I mean,
will
Raz will
find you.
Raz will find you if you don't come
Raz and
back.
Zafira have a very
We'll see you guys on
interesting
Friday.
relationship.
Goodbye,
for
good
real.
night.
Bye, friends.
I love you. Goodbye.
Bye.